Hey, Butcher Block buddy, how you doing? Can you hear me, Butcher Block? Great, buddy. Hope you're doing good, man. Did it send a notice up on your Butcher Block? Are you still there, buddy? Are you still in there, Butcher Block, or can you not hear me? Or I don't know. It says I'm live on YouTube. Hey, Premier Hale, how you doing, buddy? Coffee time, man. You doing all right? Yeah, I gotta have my coffee, man. Can you hear me, Premier? Yeah. I've been out on the lake this morning. Good deal, buddy. Oh man, it's starting to get hot out there again. Batum boys, all right, buddy. How you doing? Batum, I lied. I went back to the water this morning. Yeah, I got a video I'll be posting here in a little while. Run boys northeast. All right, Butcher, that's good. I'm crazy, Batum. Like I say, if anybody wants to jump in, you're more than welcome. Uh, I'm just still playing around with this StreamYard. But I hope everybody's doing good. I told Chrissy I'd be back home for coffee, so I figured I better jump in here now. She ain't made it yet. What's a good bait? Oh, for bait 'em. What's good bait 'em? Bait 'em was in here last night, man. I enjoyed the stream we had last night. It was fun. Bait 'em, you guys see this video I'm going to upload sometime today. '99 in Washington. I tell you, we're slowly creeping back up there too, Premier. Oh, I know, and it's like I say, it's coming right back, man. It's going to get even worse, probably. There's old Commander.
Good morning, buddy. Good morning, buddy. So you got a video coming, huh?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. What's the next video about?
I went fishing this morning.
I knew you would. You got to get out there, man. You just got to take it easy, I guess.
Hey, I'm crazy.
You crazy? I seen the new club you started.
Yeah, I'm the president. Hey, Marvin, how you doing, buddy? Bruce?
I'm a member too.
Hey, Marvin Presley there. That's old Bruce. He's a heck of a guy, y'all. He's one of my in-person great friends like y'all. He's around here.
Former prior service, 11.5 years there, Butcher. Army.
No, Marvin, I haven't got around to it, buddy. But yeah, I couldn't stand it, bait 'em. I went back out this morning, and like I say, when I get the video posted, you need to see it. It's hardest my arm been pulled since springtime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're anticipating that. You got us wondering what you got.
Yeah, I got to keep everybody waiting on this one. But I'll just let you know it was caught on fresh skipjack.
Fresh skipjack. You know, we've been looking for some skipjack. It is the strangest thing. I know we got them here in East Tennessee up on Norris Lake, but I've been asking other fishermen. They've not seen none for a while.
Hey, right now they're not moving around much here. I looked up the other day and caught one on that Foley spoon that a Tennessee deer stalker sent me. Other than that,
thank you, Butcher.
That's all I got.
Yeah, but you know, we're starting to get shad. A lot of shad. They're just everywhere. We've been keeping our eyes out for the Asian carp. We don't have none of that here.
Well, they say we do. I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for the shad to get running here anyways, where at least you can go out and take your cast net, you know, and get you a mess of gizzard shad. But
how did it feel this morning when you was out there on the water, and how'd it feel?
It feels great, man. Then the heat started getting to me a little bit, but
yeah,
like I say, I dropped my wife off at work this morning. I was headed back home to go to bed, and I walked in the house and had to turn around and leave. But I'll be quit again by tonight.
Yeah, Butcher, so far in Norris, we've not had reports of Asian carp. It's overwhelming. We done a video the other day. looked at the TWRA website, Tennessee Wildlife website, and they were saying it's more out close to Catfish Terry, more West Tennessee and Middle Tennessee.
They say Kentucky Lake and all of it's got them pretty good now, and they're coming up the river. And it's just a matter of time. I mean, with these locks and everything, they're trying to figure out a way to stop them.
Yeah. Maybe somebody scroll back up the comments there and they'll hit that Catfish Terry StreamYard link and come on in here too.
Yeah, I can post it again here.
Okay.
That's the good thing about this thing, man.
There we go. How'd you do that? That's pretty neat how you did that.
What's that?
That's Butcher's
I
Block.
don't know what I did.
You know, last night we didn't have nothing like that pop up, but now it's popped up there. That is amazing. That's nice.
I don't know what I did.
Premier says you can go to setting and change. Nope. No, that was a while back. Let's see. Hit the like. There we go. Hit the like. Smash that like button.
There it is. I see now. You just hold your scroll over the person's name and hit show, and it'll show them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's pretty neat.
It is. That way it shows their icon and everything.
Yeah, that's I like that.
Yeah, the had a few people made a comment to us. They said they liked the the new fillet knife I have.
Yeah. Hey, show Premier Hale that fillet knife.
He
Did
might
you get it, Andy?
Yeah, I got it. Premier, Premier might need this kind of fillet knife with the kind of fish he's catching.
Yeah, and the old Butcher Block. I know Butcher Block could use it.
Butcher Block, yeah, especially Butcher Block. This is, I mean, I had to go and look for this one, and I was asking them last night. You know, I went to the store. And, you know, when you catch fish, you got to have a fillet knife. And so I went to the store last night, and Melvin says, do you remember that guy I told you about that catch a skipjack yesterday evening? He caught 22 skipjack. Wow.
I seen them down there yesterday evening, Marvin, and nothing was going on when I was there.
Come on in here, Butcher. Come on. Butcher said he's got about 15 minutes. Anyways, so I went to the store. I showing Catfish Terry and the family. I bought my fillet knife, and Catfish Terry said that wouldn't work. And so I asked him. He's got a big fillet knife that he uses. I asked Carver Outdoors, and Carver Family Fishing. They said they basically use Catfish Terry for their fillet knife. So I went to the store. Look here, Butcher. I went to the store and I bought that as a fillet knife, and that's just not going to work. So I went back to the store and I got another fillet knife. This one right here. I don't know if you can see that. You see what a fillet knife? Now I want that fillet some fish. Maybe Butcher can get in here and talk about, you know, from going from this right here to Shazam, this right here.
I wonder what they do if the law pulled you over and you had that in your pocket.
Well, for Tennessee, we are legal.
Is that right?
We are legal. But now everywhere else, we heard Country Woman last night, and she said, no way. I'm going to look that up and post that somewhere just to be sure.
Yeah.
Can you imagine carrying that in your pocket?
Yeah. Hey, just let it be seen hanging out of your pocket would probably work.
Premier says, I catch tears and suckerfish. Marvin says, sweet.
Yeah, I like that knife. Oh, what's neat.
Yeah, I like the big knives. I've got another one here. I've never had this one. We're going to do, I'm a knife guy. And, you know, we had some people from across the water over there by Carpy Chris, and they're only allowed to have like 2-inch knife, I think he said, maybe 3-inch. That's all they're allowed to have.
Really?
Yeah, so that's, yeah. That's sad, but I got another one here, and I've not even tried this one. I got to do a review on this one. This is a cold steel, and I thought this might work as a fillet knife as well. This is probably the size of a fillet knife.
That's probably the one I got. It's pretty good size.
Yeah, I've got the Repeller. Got one of those, and
That I can remember years back. It was some kind of. It was years and years ago, but they had a size limit on knives. I remember we had one called that banana blade, and
yeah.
back in they said if you got caught with it, you could be ticketed for it.
Mm-hmm. We had a lot of things back then that we don't have now.
Oh yeah.
I went to school when I went to school in elementary school, first grade. We had show and tell. And
what's up, guys?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good
Good
morning.
seeing you, buddy.
What's going on?
Just sitting around now trying to cool off a little bit.
Catfish Terry has us in suspense as he went back to the water this morning, and he started a new club.
Yeah, I started
I know.
a new
Yeah,
club.
I've been a member of that club for about 6 years now.
Wow.
I'm the president, man.
You must be the northern chapter.
I think we got a lot who belongs to that club. I tell you, man, I went out there yesterday evening, and I didn't feel good, and I was just beat, man. I was beat up. I felt like somebody came up behind me and just worked me over with a baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
It don't feel good when you're out fishing like that.
That's fishing from the shore is work.
Yeah,
It is. It's a lot of work.
Especially if you're working more than one line.
Yep, and when you get older, man.
Yeah, and then it's the weather, temperatures, your line abrasions, all that.
Yeah, there's Chrissy.
Well, just like the timing too. Like if you're fishing at night, that's just the hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you see my fillet knife, Butcher?
I have not seen the fillet knife.
Oh, Butcher's one needs this.
Okay.
Hey, Chrissy, you're running late this morning.
Chrissy needs to come on in here. She's camera shy.
I know. She won't get on the camera.
Okay, so we was on live last night. Catfish Terry was testing out the StreamYard, which is going to be pretty nice for him and many people. And I asked him about the fillet knife because yourself, Butcher, you got to fillet the fish. So I went to the store and I bought a fillet knife. And Catfish Terry said, no, that won't work. So I asked Carver Outdoors and Carver Family Fishing, their fillet knives, and they basically said it was Catfish Terry. And I asked Fuzzy, I said, Fuzzy, what do you use? He says, I use Mr. Twister electric fillet knife. I called him a big sissy. But anyways, he said, yeah, that's what he used.
I've seen those electric ones.
Yeah, so I can't use this fillet knife. So I went back to the store and I got
that's a fillet knife.
Is that a fillet knife?
Now that's a knife.
How about that? Would that work up there?
That would work.
Yeah, that's a fillet knife there, buddy. That'll work on those big blue fins.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a chore. When you're cutting up one of them things, that's a chore.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's a fight anyways, catching those, isn't it?
Yeah, but anything over like 300 pounds is like 3 hours.
Wow.
Some of the bigger fish, some of the 700, 6, 7, 8, in between, probably 6 and 1,000. It's a 4.5. It could be 4.5 hours.
Is that about average size, or what's your normal average size?
Well, around Cape Cod, you can get footballs. We call them football-sized tuna. They're about 70 pounders, 60 to 70 pounders, and they're in the bay. If you got a small little 18-foot boat and you can get out into deep enough water, you can get them. Like you can catch those all day long as you can find where they're at. The bigger stuff is in the canyons though. It's off the big drop offs. Like your fish, for anything over like 300 pounds, the big boys, you got to get out into 1,000+ feet of water to get to them,
Wow.
because they hang out on the drop off. You know what I mean? They hang out the continental shelf. Down in those canyons, it goes from like 300 foot to like 1,200 feet, and they hang out in that drop off. Because the bait fish, they don't like to go down deep, so they hang out in the shallows.
Mhm.
And the bigger tuna will just come and they'll just come and pick them off on the shelf. So you're fishing on that. You're basically fishing on that shelf. But it's
23 minutes, Chrissy.
the first thing they do is, and you're trolling for these fish at 15 knots, 12 knots.
Mm. Yeah.
And they come up and hit it like they'll hit the bait like
Hey,
it's
team, how you doing, buddy?
Team Wampus.
The first thing they do is hit that bait and go straight for the bottom. They'll rip off 900 yards of line in a half a minute, 20 seconds.
So what do you have, like something that holds 3,000, 4,000 yards, something like that?
It's about a mile, about a half, in between 3/4 of a mile of line, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And what pound test?
Probably like 200, 250. Mostly mono, because it's you get the stretch out of it. So even though it's 250, 300, you could still catch a good sized fish on that test, because it's pretty thick stuff, and you get a lot of give on it. So a 300-pound test, you could get a 700-pound fish on.
There's Adam Brown. There's Chelsea B.
Hey, Chrissy, you ain't missed much. I don't know if you seen my video this morning, but I went and joined a new club. But I've just got on here about 20 minutes ago. Hey,
so
Chrissy,
before I did
Chelsea.
before I did what I do now, I used to cut fish for a company. We'd get the fish in and we'd process it and then ship it out. The biggest fish that I've ever seen was, I think, a little over 700-pound tuna.
Wow.
It was impressive. You want to talk about a big fish? It was a big.
Really?
It was probably 8 foot long. Well,
he just now let me know, Catfish Terry. Butcher Block let us know we catch aquarium fish.
Yeah. Hey, Adam. Yeah, we sure do compared to what they catch, man.
It's saltwater, dude. Saltwater fishing is such a different ball game than fresh. It's such a there's. You know how fish are. It's, if they have the space, they're gonna grow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Adam,
If they got the space, they'll grow. It's a big ocean. They keep growing their whole life.
Yeah, it's a lot of tuna, Premier. Some big bucks on those things.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of sushi.
Yeah.
That's a fish of that size. That's probably a $15,000, $15,000, $20,000 fish.
Wow.
If it's high enough grade, if the meat is high enough grade, because a lot of those guys, they'll take that fish and they'll head straight for the fish docks in Boston, where they can sell it, straight cash. They'll have guys on the dock, they'll radio in and say that they're bringing in a good, a whatever, because they'll grade it right on the boat. They'll take it and stab it and core it and grade it on the boat, and they can radio in to these guys on the dock and say, we have such and such a great fish, and there'll be guys on the dock waiting with wads of money to buy the meat, because they know it's fresh.
Are you seeing more that type of people coming in? Is there more people fishing just for the money, or a little bit of both, or any swell in that, or is it about the same?
Well, the commercial guy, commercials around here the restrictions are less. You know what I mean? Like the keeper sizes are smaller, and but it's the regulations that the seasons that they have and the regulations that they're put under. It's commercial fishing everywhere. It's gotten a lot harder to do and a lot tougher because they put all these regulations on it because they don't want to overfish, and they don't want it's a tough thing. But there's money to be made, man. There is, if you know what you're doing and you can kind of navigate the legal aspect of it in the system. There is a lot of money to be made.
But I guess you have to. If you're going to catch a fish that size, you got to have a big boat. There goes my boat, Catfish Terry. He probably pulled in my boat with his reel.
Yeah.
No, and that's why you even like I've seen some of those guys come in there and they got these little, when I say little, I mean a little fishing trawlers, like 20 foot. So they got this 20-foot boat and this 8 foot, 650 pound tuna, on the boat, and the boat's coming in, and the gunnels are 2 inches above the water line because the 90% of the weight's taken up because the fish weighs as much as 4 people.
Wow.
Is that right, Premier? Your dad used to can it?
It's impressive though.
That's awesome.
We got the sharks down here in New England now, man, out off the coast of Massachusetts. That federal act protects all the seals around here, so we can't get rid of the seals, because they're a quote unquote endangered or protected species. So at any given time in the summertime, man, there's probably 30 great whites swimming off the coast of Massachusetts.
Great whites, man.
Oh yeah. Anywhere from 12 to 16, 18 foot. It's like a Ford Ranger with teeth.
Yeah. It's unreal. Hey, Twin Cities, good seeing you in here too. Like I say, we're trying to get used to this thing, so I know I overlook a lot of people.
Yeah, Premier said that you can can your own tuna, but it tastes like chicken.
Said his dad used to.
See, I've been around it for a long time. I actually prefer like the ceviche and the raw, like the raw
right
stuff,
from there.
because it tastes like I like sushi a lot. So I like the raw stuff, and tuna raw tastes better than tuna cooked to me. That might be me. I might just be weird.
It's weird. I like tuna fish and stuff, but man, I've tried grilling some tuna and I can't eat it.
One of my favorite fish to eat is sword. I love swordfish.
Really? I heard it's good.
Grilled swordfish?
I've tried it. It's good. Have you tried catfish?
I have tried catfish a long time ago, but it was like I think the way we cooked it, or the way we got it from it was bony and probably not filleted right, and it was really gamey. So, but I've heard if you cook it right and fillet it right, it's actually a pretty good fish. And a pretty good eating fish.
And Catfish Terry, do you eat catfish?
I bake catfish, but I'm not a big fan.
Oh my goodness!
It's man, I can go some places eat it and it's good, and some places it's just mushy and I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be the way you cook it.
It is.
It's something to do with the cooking of it. Because I have went some places, man. Like I say, I could eat it all day long, but I don't find many places like that. Yeah, Premier walleye is awesome, man. I love walleye. But I'm just not a big fish eater myself.
Monkfish. I've never tried a monkfish.
Monkfish is very good. Very.
I heard it was good.
If you like lobster, you'll like monkfish, because it's basically a poor man's lobster. It tastes just like lobster tail.
Now we've been to Red Lobster. Now Fuzzy, when they have a shrimp fest, Fuzzy 2 years ago he ate 149 shrimp, and last year he ate 129 shrimp only.
Really?
Yeah, Fuzzy's he's a fuzzy.
He likes shrimp, huh?
Yeah. Monkfish is amazing with garlic sauce. Says,
Yeah, it's
wow.
yeah. No, monkfish is very good. It's the ugliest looking fish on the planet, but it is delicious.
Yeah, I've heard it was good.
You know, Catfish Terry, if WTF Mike was in here, he's just a walleye guy. He's just
Oh yeah, yeah. He said he's got his freezers loaded still.
Is Chrissy coming on in here? The link's there.
Camera shy.
Anybody else, hit that link. Come on in. Say hello to Catfish Terry.
Hey Nicholas, how you doing, buddy? Great seeing you.
I made a pot of coffee. It's the 8 o'clock medium roast coffee beans, ground up the coffee beans, and I put them in a percolator. We got coffee this morning. We got coffee.
Hazelnut, buddy.
Hazelnut. Oh.
Yeah, I had mine in about. I had my 2 cups, I should say 2 larges at about 4 a.m. this morning, just to get me going.
You know what's going to happen? Somebody going to come in here and they're going to say cappuccino, or they're going to be say they can't wait for pumpkin spice. It's going to happen.
Oh man, that's some of the nastiest stuff I've ever tasted.
Let's just squash that pumpkin spice stuff.
That stuff is nasty.
We, bro, I'm from Massachusetts, so we get it. Like as soon as September rolls around, it's pumpkin spice everything up here.
Yeah, I can't handle that pumpkin spice.
There goes Chrissy. French vanilla. I knew it. Premier says something about halibut.
Halibut's good too.
There's
Halibut's good.
Oh no, Nicholas. Nicholas says I love pumpkin spice from Dunkin' Donuts.
That stuff is nasty, Nicholas.
We might have to demote that comment. Delete that comment.
You know, in some places, when you're trying that coffee, they almost take your man card from you.
I know Commander was giving Fuzzy a hard time about hazelnut, and I'm sitting here thinking I love hazelnut.
You love hazelnut.
Revocation of a temporary revocation of man card.
Yeah. Now, my supply sergeant back in the Army, there's Army coffee. Army coffee is different from regular coffee. Army coffee is you have your cup of coffee, you put a spoon in it. It is so stiff, so strong, the spoon will stand up and jump out.
Hey, that used to be the coffee I drunk all the time back deer hunting, and we would camp 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Sit there and have to spit your grinds out.
That's it. Or you can keep them in the side of your jaw for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to have that all the time camping.
423. 5.
Nicholas from Massachusetts. Okay.
He's from Mass? Nice.
Yeah.
Chrissy, come on in the room.
Adam says his wife makes amazing chili soul fish.
I ain't never heard of that.
Chelsea says,
Is he talking about like sole as in like flounder?
Oh, here's Chelsea and Adam. I don't know. They're what we call crappie fish over here. They call it something else. So I don't know what chili soul fish was.
Sole is.
Yeah, and they keep their bait warm in their mouth too.
Nicholas, you're right. Navy coffee is like turpentine.
Chrissy, camera shy.
Hit the link. Come on in.
Turn the lights off and start out slow and just hold a flashlight.
Oh, that's funny.
What's the weather over there, Butcher? Right now, what's your temperature?
What's up?
What's your temperature?
We're hovering right around 90. Yeah, probably 80. It's going to be 90 today. We're probably right around 80, 84, 80, probably in between 80, 85 right now.
Catfish,
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be a hot one today.
when I got up at 7 this morning, Catfish, we was at 59 degrees, and we're supposed to get about 84 for a high today in East Tennessee.
It felt good this morning, but man, right when I left down there, it was already getting hot. I don't know what the temperature was, but that sun was getting rough.
I got family in Arizona, right? I went out there for about 2 months, July and August, worst 2 months to ever go out there. It's like 94 degrees at 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
and it just goes up from there. I mean, it from June to September, it probably doesn't drop below 107 degrees out there.
I couldn't tell you.
I know.
107, 108. I had family visit me last year, and they said they left the week after it was like the hottest week they've got in like 10 years. It was like 115, 118 degrees every day for like a week.
Chelsea's making fun of our crappie fish again. She called it poop. Oh, boy.
Nicholas, I'll be doing a collab tomorrow with Grant McIntosh.
Okay.
Go in the closet, Chrissy. Take your laptop in the closet with you.
Yeah, and your French vanilla.
Yeah.
Cappuccino. I can't say nothing. I'm saying it right now because my Mrs. Commander's not here. But when she's here, she can get all the French vanilla she wants. It's okay.
Yeah, no, that's I'm
Still
kind of
white fishing. That'd be a lot of fun, Nicholas.
She gets whatever she wants when she's here.
That's right. That's right.
Premier, I don't know about just hosting it by an iPhone, but Carver Outdoors and Carver Family both was on here on iPhone last night.
I'm on my iPhone. I'm on my phone. So, oh yeah.
Okay.
So it definitely, a little thing pops up. It says, mobile device streaming from whatever StreamYard is experimental. So they're clearly like trying to work out some bugs with it. You know what I mean?
I tell you, I like what I see so far about this. So it's easy to jump in on.
It's much easier. It's much easier than it's a lot more self-explanatory than Google Hangouts because you don't have to
Hangout,
it's a lot easier to because like Google Hangouts you got to do like 4 different things and before you go live. You don't have to do that.
Well,
you ain't got to send out to everybody. You see them pop in here and just click on them. They're there.
It's a lot more self-explanatory.
An iPhone 5 Premier, I don't know about a 5, buddy. I know a Carver family's on a 6.
Butcher, your video and audio is great on that iPhone. So
yeah, he's got a heck of a picture on here.
Yeah, so like I think it's all right because according to what the little notification thing, it just says mobile is experimental. So it seems to be working pretty good though.
Yeah, I like it so far. I mean, I tried something with OBS software. OBS is free, and I believe this beta is free. Is this beta StreamYard free? Okay. But on the OBS, I have not figured out yet how to add people into a stream like this. But
you have to go through on OBS. You have to go through like a Skype or something like that, you have to use like an NDI. You know what I mean, like an NDI hookup.
Mm-hmm.
NDI basically it lets your computer with OBS communicate with Skype and you link them together. But without that, you're not going to get anything like this.
Wow.
Which is a pain because then you got to do 3 different things to do what we're doing.
And that's
You know,
going to use that's going to use your system resources on your computer or your laptop or your tablet or your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, because I stream my sporting events through OBS, and it's like it's kind of a double-edged sword because OBS is nice because you can add stuff into it, like you can add pictures, you can add photos, and you can do a lot more than just the regular YouTube streaming stuff. But at the same time, like when OBS gets overloaded, like when it's like a big game like the Super Bowl, the World Series, it slows way down and it'll boot people out, and you lose like all that, you lose all that watch time, or you lose like all that whatever you've accrued from that stream, all those likes, you lose it. So it's definitely like they definitely need to make it better in that way, where it's like you can't like, it's just frustrating to have all this stuff accumulated all this time and then you lose it because it drops out.
Yeah. Hey, Catfish Terry, you have a boat still?
Yeah.
What size motor you use?
It's a 115.
A 115?
Yeah. Evinrude.
Evinrude. I've got a smaller boat. I'm using a 50 horsepower Mercury. What about you, Butcher? What are you using?
A Yanmar diesel, 340 horse.
Hey, Commander, $2,500 for gas in his.
Well, way up there for gas in his. I only have a 13-gallon tank.
Yeah.
I think there's probably 13 gallons of diesel in my motor.
Yeah.
Chrissy, I went fishing this morning like a dummy.
I'm going fishing this evening. Fuzzy, Big J. We're going to see if we get catfish, and a little A. We're all going fishing for catfish later on this evening. Okay, Premier's not able to get he don't like his phone, no link, no icon and navigation bar, and not copy the other link.
Sometimes with stuff like this, with these betas, if you don't have like iOS, like if you're using a different phone, it might not let it.
Yeah, iPhone 5 might be just going back too far. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Premier, I like fancy stuff you got on your site, man.
iPhone's trying to discontinue basically anything under like an 8, trying to. So like every update, like these iPhone 5s and 6s that are still running good, every update that iOS puts out, it's basically gonna like, they're increasing speed and they're increasing like processing, and these little, the processors in some of these older phones can't keep up with it because they're trying to get you to buy a new phone and get money out of you. So they're gonna basically, they're gonna try and phase your phone out.
I hope I don't do it under an 8 because I just bought a new 7.
Yeah, I've got to get a new phone, and I said I got to get a new phone for one, because I need it, because if they switch over to this 5G, that means everything that's 3G is going to be gone.
It's not gonna work. This is what I mean. Like they're constantly speeding up their systems. So like the 5, 6s, and 7s, the processors in them won't be able to keep up with it. So it's like, in a way, they're kind of sticking it to anybody who has an older phone. They're just trying to get money out of you because they want you to upgrade and get a new phone.
Hey, my old phone, it's iPhone 6, and all of a sudden, I mean, it's like new. It's 6S, but I've had it a couple years, but just all of a sudden the battery started going down, and I heard that iPhone will start draining your batteries to make you buy a new phone.
Yeah, it's part of their thing where since the processor's got to work harder, you know what I mean? Got to work harder with the new updates. It's constantly trying to keep up with the more, with the higher bandwidths and the speed. So it's constantly working. So it drains your battery, and then the downside to that is you got to keep charging your battery up from being drained, and when in that process you kill the life of the battery. So it's like
In the
they're basically
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I've got a question for the southern chapter and the northern chapter of this club. Is there a policy? I mean, I have never went to a Best Buy store to try to get, wait in line, camp out for the new latest and greatest phone. Is that somewhere in the we don't do that in this club?
I buy mine on eBay, man.
I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Even if they come out with iPhone 2900, the 57 Samsung, I'll wait and go eBay like Catfish Terry.
I believe that's the same people standing out by Area 51 right now.
The Area 51 Stampede. Yep, you're right.
That's unreal. I couldn't stand in line, and especially spend that kind of money on a phone, man.
Think about this.
So did you guys see the guy who created that whole group? They interviewed that dude, the guy that created that whole group.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine in your head what that guy would look like.
Okay.
That created that Let's Storm Area 51 group. That's pretty much exactly what he looks like.
Wow.
So like what you're picturing in your mind, the dude with the cape and all that. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's pretty much exactly what he looks like.
They're going to have to move everything silently. And then they're going to provide security for everything that they move silently, just in case, there's cameras and they let people come on Area 51. They're going to have to move everything. So just imagine if there's a leak, if there's a bad seal, if there's a bad bolt, aliens are going to get loose. That's it.
Yeah.
I heard somebody saying a while ago that they believe Elvis Presley was there.
Hey, he could be.
He did that government job.
I know he's part-time in Louisville, Kentucky, though.
Okay.
Tom Kelly's is Elvis.
Subaru Nerd Vapes says morning, y'all.
Big Boone, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
All right, y'all. I got to start this truck back up and get back on the highways in Boston, unfortunately.
Be careful, man.
But I appreciate you stopping in, man.
Then it's time for some beers and the beach.
Yeah. Like I appreciate you coming in.
No problem, Terry.
It's a lot of fun.
Get them fish tonight, man. Get them fish tonight.
We'll do.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good one.
All right, good seeing you, buddy. Everybody check Butcher out, y'all. He's a good guy.
He's great. Got a lot of info there.
Hey, Butcher, before you leave, are you going out this weekend? I've already lost him.
Lost it. He's gone.
Yeah, he had a 350-pound tuna last weekend.
Wow.
And they sold it. I think he said they got like 15,000 out of that fish.
That don't on the spectrum of light. Tight lines. Come on in here, Adam. Come on in here.
Adam, Jesse, Chrissy, Big Boone,
Subaru, Premier, Nicholas.
Yeah, I wish you could get in here, Premier.
I guess Tom, Twin Cities. I guess Tom Kelly. He's working today on a big job. Probably.
Yeah, I'm saying he's working, man. He's a worker.
I was telling Fuzzy we need to pay close attention, and we do not need to miss it when the Catfish Terry Jamboree takes place. We want to get tickets.
Jamboree. Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't ever know when anything's going to take place anymore.
Yeah, everybody gets busy.
But I would. I'd love, man, like we was talking about them at Catfish convention. It'd be fun to get everybody up there and hang out together and go out and eat and stuff. Meet everybody in person. I really enjoy that.
Butcher says he's got family coming down this weekend, so no fishing for Butcher Block.
No fishing.
But
All right, Butcher, appreciate it, buddy.
Hopefully myself and Fuzzy and Big J, the Batum boys, we're going after catfish tonight, this evening. So hopefully we'll do that.
Yeah, I hope y'all wear them out, man.
How are you enjoying this StreamYard, Catfish, Terry?
Hey, I like it so far, man. It's I'm impressed with it after using that Hangout as much as I did.
Mm-hmm. I know you've got the link up there. Catfish Terry put the link. So come on, somebody. Hit that link and come on in here. Say hello this morning. Live. You ever do noodling? I like my hands. I like my fingers. I will not do noodling.
I will not noodle.
No, we have alligator. Well, we call them snapping turtles, but people call them. Is it alligator turtles? What we have?
Yeah, alligator turtles.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't want to be like Turtle Man. You know, Turtle Man. Woo!
Yeah.
I use my hands. You know, tapping on the keyboard, playing the guitar, playing the keyboard. I've not cut myself real bad with these knives yet, but I like my digits. I want to keep them. No noodling for Commander.
Turtle Man's president of his own club.
Oh, yeah. The CEO, yeah. Yeah.
Man, that stuff he does, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And that other show, come on, what was his name? The Exterminator.
Oh, yeah. That was, he was on for a while down in Florida, wasn't he? Or Texas.
I can't remember where it was at, but man, he was crazy too. Man, I'd be headed the other direction if I got a phone call to come get rid of something like they do.
Fuzzy would probably fit in that category. I think so.
Hey, I ain't lying. I'm fuzzy, man. I love sitting back and listening to them talk. I swear he's still Foxworthy.
You know, that's none of this is fake or put on. It all comes natural. And when you get together with your friends, you just have a great time. Get there with family. Now, I did see one channel on here. I had to just leave it. There's one channel. All they do is when they get together, it's explosive, and I think they really love drama. I'm a drama-free person, so when Batum boys get together, we have a blast. We have fun. We enjoy life, enjoy family. We have faith, and it's just great. But Fuzzy, yeah, it's all natural. There's no faking with that guy.
That's what I like about it, man. And like I say, no acting, no drama, and nothing. It's family, you know.
Yeah, Chrissy says she don't even want to touch a fish, let alone stick her hands in their mouth. My goodness.
You don't even get on camera, Chrissy.
No. Adam says, 1 second, guys, one of his dogs has a limp. Okay. Premier, don't like drama. Me neither.
That's right, Premier.
You know, there's too much going on. Too much stuff going on in the world, and life is fast.
It's too short, man.
You know, there's some people call it the good book. The Rifleman, the old TV show The Rifleman, he called it the good book, and he gave an example. He said, you know, the good book says life is but a vapor, and that's true.
It is.
So every minute you can. I mean, I'm actually looking at something where I had things. I'm a little bit older now. I had this is my second bass boat I've ever had. I'm 52 years old, 5'2", and you get older, things change. And I thought about getting rid of my bass boat to get me a pontoon, a fishing pontoon.
That's what I want, Batum. If I had a pontoon, I'd be back out there. Especially, I would try having it docked at a dock somewhere. Make it easier on me getting it out.
Get in and get out. And I don't want a real big one because normally it's just me. Unless it's the Batum boys, we can do that. But if I go out by myself, I don't want nothing real heavy because things have changed. 3 back surgeries happened in the Army, so things change.
You gotta have a big when you watch that catfish and carp.
Yeah.
That's a small pontoon he's got, man. That's all you need.
Yeah. And I did see something there last night. I about rolled on the floor. It might be perfect for the Batum boys. Did you know there is a 10-foot tugboat? Check that out on YouTube. 10-foot tugboat. It's by Berkeley Engineering. 10-foot tugboat. It's a hoot. And I could just see, Batum boys going around in a 10-foot tugboat.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. But we're looking at changing some things. Maybe if I do bank fishing, I used to sit on the ground and we bank fish from summer all the way through the winter. In the wintertime, just build your fire, bring your coffee, bring your sandwich, and bundle up. But I think now if I do any bank fish, I have to take a chair,
I bank fished up for years and years, but like I say, I've been fishing ever since I was a kid. Then I went and got my own boat, man. I lived on the water. I'd be gone 6 nights a week, and I'd fish from when I got a chance. I'd leave out at 5 o'clock in the evening and not come back to daylight the next morning. And many nights by myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I sold my first boat to buy this house and everything. And I went several years back bank fishing tie up, and we got another boat. So, but like I say, I've just anymore, I can't get out there and deal with pulling it myself and going by myself, putting it in and out and all of that.
Good morning, Susie by the sea. She says good morning.
Hey, Susie.
Adam says his dog is okay, not limping, I guess. Think she's okay. Yeah. Fuzzy did say he does not want to do it, but he might use dip bait to catch a catfish.
I tell you what, man, Carver, I ain't got to see his video yet, but he was using it the other night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And man, he didn't much more than get it baited, and it was he hugged his bell on it, and it was just a ringing. He got it in. Finally, had to retie the hook because he swallowed the hook. And by the time he got it baited, throwed it back out and hooked his bell on, it was going off again.
Wow!
And he was having a good time. I think he's wanting to go tonight.
I hope he does. Hope he catches some.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Anytime getting outdoors, we're planning on another camping trip. August is coming up, and we'll have. That's a hot month. August is a hot month for us. And the one thing about the hot month of August over here, our waters start to recede and they go down because as it gets hot, more people use electricity. So TVA, they turn those generators on at the dams, generate the electricity. So the water's going to go down, which means the bass fishing, they're going to go crazy. And the fish in particular, all the fish will be biting. But after August, September, which is usually a hot month too, then fall's coming. So we're looking forward to fall and some camping, getting outside. Man, people need to get outside just to make some time, get outside, get away from everything, stress-free. I know Chrissy, she probably stress-free with her, oh.
I know you found your way in here, man.
Wow.
Yeah, get my computer turned on. So
that's amazing. Catfish Terry, look at the cat over there at Premier. Got the top hat on and everything.
Somebody say that, catfish.
How's it going there, Premier?
Y'all, if you ain't been over Premier, you're missing it. He's a great guy, y'all.
Good, drinking some coffee.
Hey, Balaam, I don't know if you've been over Premier much or not.
We checked out some. We've not been a lot there because we just had a lot going on, but we are going to be checking it out this weekend.
Play close attention, man. It's hard to play close attention. But the guy his front, man, you just got to listen closely. The man, he's...
There we go. What is that, a gizmo?
Yeah, don't add water.
No water for that guy.
But the man gets on some serious topics, man, and he's got some good shows.
You're right, Adam. Somebody must have said Premier 3 times, and look what happened. He changed.
That's funny.
How you like that, Chrissy?
I don't know if she'll come in here now. Chrissy, get your cappuccino. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Chrissy, you heard what you look like on camera?
Just put your makeup on.
Whoa.
And get up.
That's right.
Just do it just like this.
I wish I could do all that he does, man.
Man.
And think about it, Commander. I don't know if you've seen the ones with his kids and stuff on there. They get on there and have a ball.
I tell you, I had to look in my coffee cup. I thought it's something I drunk. Seeing all this cat. Wow. There's nothing wrong with my computer. This is really happening.
Yep, everything is just happening. Is that a troll? Yeah, that was actually, it's called the troll. That was that filter. I say, anybody, if I ever get a troll on my stream, I was going to turn to that and say, hey, welcome.
That would be good. That'd be good.
That's awesome, man.
Who else is going to come in here? Somebody else come in. Click on that link, Catfish Terry link. Come on in here and say hello to everybody. Smash
Get
that.
on there, Chrissy.
Smash that button.
I wish Tom would come in here, but I know he's working.
Chrissy said she would use the black one there, the blackest, black it out.
Yeah, you really can't. Or you can just use the cat. Nobody can tell, what you look like, really, except for your lips.
Yeah, look, cat's neat, man.
She probably needs to use the blackout since she's drinking cappuccino. Or
she can just quickly put her makeup on.
Oh,
like that. Or this one. I think this one's another one no, this is Galaxy Eyes.
Mm.
Here's another one that actually kind of looks pretty cool.
Now that would probably what you'd use them in trolls. Scare them for sure.
Get out of here, trolls. I don't ever get trolls. I don't know. They think they just sit back and watch me. They're too busy laughing. They can't troll.
It's wild how you can do all that.
You may switch over to that, Catfish Terry, when you get some, there last week. Oh, that's what I look like when I'm working on a computer.
That's what I feel like.
No, yeah. That might have been Fuzzy's earlier picture when he's in elementary. That's a good one. Where's Tom at? Somebody click that button. Come on in here. You got to see this. Oh, wow.
God, the good one's on here. How you doing,
Oh,
buddy?
hey, you doing, God the Good One? How'd you find me?
Premier the Cheeto Man. Goodness.
Oh, crazy.
Cheeto, isn't it? Wow. Where are you located, or what state are you in there, Premier?
Washington.
Washington. No wonder.
Washington State.
Okay, well, I'll take it back then. He didn't say D.C. If he said D.C., I would have said, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's why I said state, because everybody says, oh, D.C.? So that's why I always say state after it, so they know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can take me seriously when I'm a Cheeto. They lick their lips and stuff. I'm just tired of it. Oh, Cheetos.
Wow. Never knew this would happen on the Catfish Terry program. This is an outstanding program, live stream.
He's taking it a whole new level, man.
Did you hear about the 2 rockets somebody sent over to Japan Sea?
I did just a little bit this morning. What's the deal with that?
Did he shoot more? Because it was like I heard about it yesterday.
It's something they was telling South Korea to back down on the military training or something like that.
I hadn't even heard about it.
Yeah. So much for the talk.
You're omnipresent. That's funny, Catfish. That guy, oh, God, the good one.
Come on in, Adam.
Yeah, Chelsea, come on. Adam, come on. Chrissy, come on. What you waiting for?
If you have a PC, just download Snap Camera, and then we can have a kitty fight.
Y'all come on in. I'll go fix me another cup of coffee.
Yeah, Miss Mascara for sure. Well, there you go, Chrissy. You know, it's amazing. It's no wonder people are always laughing because wow, I'm speechless now. I'm ran out of coffee and everything.
It's wild. I like the geeky one though.
I think, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I'd take all freaking day to go through all of them. I mean,
Is that right? I guess that's an app you had to go buy.
no, it's free. You just download it. It's called Snap Camera, and you can use it on YouTube. It's not, I mean, they say it's just they have control over everything, but it's not copyrighted. Everybody shares they create masks and they share them, and that's just kind of like a platform you can make your own masks. It's pretty cool, really cool, actually. It's a way to advertise that platform. Back in the day, they used to charge, but not anymore.
Yeah,
I liked it. Yeah. That's why
I was really excited to find out they don't charge $1 per mask anymore.
Oh yeah.
And they allow other people to create their own masks, and there's like so many of them. It's crazy.
Normally free. When you think of free, it's either like a Linux community or something. Because
I mean, I'm sure there's speculations on it, but I mean, it said YouTube, everything, share your face, never said anything about this is copyrighted that they'll have to do, and they never copyrighted any of the videos so far, or said that they're copyrighted.
wow.
I'm not taking any credit for their content, but it's kind of like I'm self-advertising, but that's just their policies, They have their own policies. It's got to make sure you read what it says is allowed. That's what I did. Is I read in their policies to see it said you can do it on Streamlabs or any platform that is like StreamYards.
I hope Fuzzy goes back and watch a replay of this, and you saying it would look like Fuzzy.
Can you imagine? And he's on here, and that was to take place. I don't know if he'd be able to.
Okay. Now I feel like now somebody's feeling a little left out.
Probably there you go. Yeah, somebody is left out. I had to get something. Wow.
ZZ Top.
The beard.
No, that's what it looks like. I don't know if it's called ZZ Top. What's it called? It's called Big Beard.
This is the Catfish Terry beard morning session.
Yeah. Hey, Big Boone. How you doing?
Big Boone. Hey, buddy. Come on in. Somebody click on the link. Catfish Terry put a link out there. Come on in. And see the cartoon guy there. He's winking at everybody. Goodness. South.
It looks like South Park, like, eh.
Okay.
There comes Adam in here.
He did it. He downloaded it. He downloaded StreamYards. Now he's the goat.
Way to go, Adam. Way to go.
Hot Sauce Tim, how you doing, buddy?
What is that called? A lamb? I can't remember.
Susie and Big Boone.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's drinking anything, but there's nothing in my coffee cup. This is all happening.
Yeah, I don't like say
Hot sauce
Start-
junkie.
Is that much?
starts making you feel like your coffee's been spiked. That's for sure.
I think that might be repeated.
Anybody hungry?
Bacon. Bacon goes good with everything.
Right?
Even Chelsea, if you don't like crappie, Chelsea, put some bacon on it.
Well, you can tell Chelsea ain't never
He's got
ate
his
coffee
mic muted.
because I haven't never seen anybody who didn't like crappie, man.
What about it, Adam? Would you eat some bacon on some crappie?
There's no way I'm eating any type of crappie, if I'm honest with you.
If I was in your area, I would probably not eat crappie.
If you was to come to the UK and ask for some crappie, it won't go down well, if I'm honest.
We need to write that down, Catfish.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that called? That one you got? I can't remember it. I know I've used it before, but I'm trying to remember the name of that one that you're using. Is it a goat or a sheep, or is it like
it's just called the alpaca face?
It's called goat or? Huh. There's so many it's hard to find anything you've seen before.
Hot sauce is great seeing you, man.
Yeah, welcome, hot sauce. Shit.
Everybody check old hot sauce out, man. I love watching his site.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he can certainly eat some hot sauce. Whew.
Man, I can't believe what he eats, and his wife's getting pretty good at it. Even
Probably knows.
his son.
Chelsea said if we tried to eat crappie over there, they would put us in the mental asylum.
Got Chrissy in here. She's getting on this channel one of these days, y'all.
I guess we've been doing this for over an hour now. Is that right?
Yeah, an hour and 14 minutes.
I haven't had.
See how long we've been doing it. Does it show 7? I guess that's what it means, 7 in the room.
Yes.
So I can see that.
Okay. We got 13
I can
thumbs.
see the thumbs up on here.
13 thumbs.
13 thumbs.
Bacon's around everywhere. Not had breakfast yet, and there's bacon. Ain't right.
I know. Bacon probably just went up in value because now they want to all. Everybody's going to the store to get some bacon.
I appreciate all the thumbs up, everybody. And like I say, y'all, everybody go check old Batum boys out, y'all. Y'all have really turned it on, Batum, in the last couple weeks and really starting to grow, man.
Well, when we've been going out, like I said, we just enjoy going out. We're not fake. It just having fun. It just comes natural when you get away from your jobs and your daily routines and from crazy people. And somebody told me, said there's crazy people at Walmart. I went there the other night and everybody's in pajamas, but that was pretty late. But when you get away from all that, go outside and you're in nature, and it just brings out peace and tranquility, and sometimes a bunch of laughs. And we've been enjoying fishing and camping, and they said it's just for us. It started out just being just for us, and then the next thing I know, as soon as I turn the camera on, they look at the camera, they're talking to the world. So we're just going with it, having a great time. And whether we have 2 or more subscribers, we just want to have fun. We don't want to be like some where they're on here and all they want the numbers. And some people want numbers and some people want money and whatever. But we're still new to this and really getting the concept of all of this. We're just having fun. And Fuzzy said it last night. We just want to show everybody. We want everybody else to have fun. We're having fun, and hope everybody else can enjoy life because life is short.
That's right, man. That's what way I feel about this. What I like about this, just the friendship and hanging out. I can actually feel my blood pressure drop when I sit down at this thing and get in here with everybody.
Premier Chrissy said that people wear PJs in the day in her neck of the woods at Walmart.
Hey, I see it 3 days a week, y'all. That's where I work now.
Yeah, right.
And it is crazy.
Like I say, as for bacon, life is a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Wow, something happened to Adam.
Press the window.
Because I don't think it lives very long in my freezer or refrigerator.
Not here.
But
Not here. Bacon is, I don't want to say it's a short lifespan. We just have a lot of it come through.
it keeps getting resurrected and fried again.
And it's always good. It's always good.
Yeah, there's always the different types of flavors too that always taste good. I like the regular smoked bacon, just naturally smoked.
Yeah.
Hey, Commander, are you up close to the Bristol line?
You know where Knoxville is?
Yeah.
We are north of Knoxville. So Bristol's
Knoxville. All right.
Bristol's on the east. Now there's the pickle. The Premier pickle. There we go. But Bristol it's more east, a lot more east. Probably another hour, maybe hour and a half.
I was going to say probably about 80 miles more or so on it.
A little bit so, yeah, more so. Yeah. Because from here, it takes like 2.5 hours to go from here where I'm at to Nashville.
Yeah. I used to go to Bristol all the time for the races and stuff years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I look like when I wake up before my coffee.
Chrissy says she's seen some scary things in Walmart.
Oh, you do, man?
Adam don't like bacon.
No, it's my secret out now.
Secret's out.
Yeah, it has to be cooked a certain way. I can only eat it when it's crispy. Can't be doing with that nasty fat stuff from the inside. It's just nice.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's wild.
Pretty interesting, Catfish Terry. You've got a variety of wow. Adam is pretty low right there, and so is Premier. There we go.
The grandkids would love that.
Yeah, they would. They would. Wow.
Come on. It's got a kitty fight.
What is that? Is that a sock puppet or a?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sock, I think.
All I can say is get over here.
Oh, now to be. Cat fight on the Catfish Terry live stream. My goodness.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, man, this StreamYard seems like it works good, yeah.
Now, on this StreamYard, I noticed there's an icon that says StreamYard, and see, like, was it Carver Outdoors that said it last night, or somebody said it, that if you upgrade the StreamYard, then you can take that icon off there.
Yeah, and you can put your banner and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, but it costs like this much as Zoom does. And I like Zoom better because it pretty much it works on well, it's an app, its own app, and there's a lot of other cool things you can share. Well, you can do your screen. It's just, I don't know, I guess it's personal preference, but I do like Zoom better. if you're going to pay for something.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
what was you and Blood X on the other day?
we were on Zoom, and I just like it because when you're using, I mean, if you don't have an OBS, StreamYards is probably what you'd want. But if you do have OBS, I think Zoom, because you just have more control over like a lot of other features. I think I don't know. I've not really been the host of StreamYards. I'm gonna have to just try it just so I can compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
With
like
you
a
and
review
Blood
on it.
X, it looked like he was trying to set it up and everything. It looked like it was. I was watching you like it was more complicated trying to get it where you wanted it and everything.
Well, you can't really even StreamYards. I don't even think there's a way to export it to it. That I have to try it out to see what I can do. But from what I understand, it's kind of a browser based, and you can't share. You can share the screen, but you can't just share the window. And that's what I like about Zoom, because you don't have to have an extra display to share everybody, and you can resize the window. And it isn't complicated. You just have to get used to where it's,
Get used to it.
Yeah, because when there's more people, I can make it just where I want to. I don't have to show myself. You can same on Streamlabs on StreamYards, because I know I was on the panel with somebody else before on StreamYards, and it's very similar, but it's just you don't have it's the browser based aspect that I don't like, because you can't share browsers on OBS because of the security issues.
Yeah,
they block all of that.
Yeah, I'm just not that smart with computers and everything, so I've always liked the easy stuff. But once you get used to it, it'd be good.
Adam is.
This kitty over here is bashful. I scared him too much.
Is he bashful, or is that just what happens after he's been in gameplay for a while?
Is that what he's doing?
Yep.
Okay.
I was thinking about going and getting Chelsea to come and say hello to you, but she's disappeared.
Chelsea disappeared. Well, if somebody click the link, come on in here. Come on in here to StreamYard. Click that link. Come on in. We got looks like maybe 8 watching.
Promise not to bite.
Hot.
I figured Carver family would have popped in here. He normally pops in while he's working, but he might not got a notification either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to check that out. That's fun. That's interesting.
We're gonna have to figure out a way where we can just make Chrissy pop up.
No, I mean, it's really easy to use the Snapchat camera. You just install it, and then when you're in StreamYard, you just select your Snapchat camera, and you're done. You don't even need OBS or anything.
Wow.
It's literally a 2-second thing to set up. Really easy to do.
Hey, wasn't it? I told you. Just download it, install it, and bam.
It's really
Plug in
easy
your
to do.
camera.
You just download it and off you go. Really good.
The thing I was noticing about the Google Hangout too, y'all looking at all 4 right now too, aren't you? Google Hangout, it would go back and forth to each person as they talk.
Mm-hmm. They got kind of dizzy like.
Yeah, I like this, but when it gets so many people, you can literally feature one person that's like talking as a host. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun though. I really enjoy it.
Now, if you don't go to the, you will be going to the bank some more. Is that right, Catfish Terry?
What's that?
You will be going back to the lake and the bank. Is that right?
Come here.
Going back to the lake.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if like I say, Carver family's wanting to go tonight, but I don't know. I really enjoyed being out with him the other night and Catfish Luke and everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
they're working on another video to bring it out?
what's that again?
You said they're already working on a video. You got a video coming?
Yeah, I got one where I went this morning. I got to upload. And our Carver family had one. I think it popped up this morning. It was overnight. It looks like Carver there.
Yeah, there we go. Batman's in here.
But I ain't been in there to check his video out. He's uploaded yet.
Chrissy says, "Good luck, Terry."
I'm gonna get her.
Realize you can see something in the back.
We're gonna figure something out, Chrissy.
Batman fed the dog, or petted the dog.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Chelsea to come and say hello, but she's not having any of it.
She's probably going, dang, where's the snap camera at? Looks so makes makeup so much easier.
She's literally sat like
Hey, we
behind
need
me.
some
She
kind
just
of
won't come over.
turn yourself into a fish. You got any fish?
Let me see what kind of fish they got.
You sound like you have a nice keyboard there, Premier.
It's okay. It's just a Logitech, wireless Logitech. They're always nice keyboards.
There you are, Adam. Adam took his camera off and just got himself up there.
Hi.
I don't know if that's exactly him.
No, that is me. That's me.
Yeah, of course it is.
Is that what happens when you eat crappie?
Over here it is, yeah.
Hey, that's what happens when you warm your bait in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you got fish. I found fish.
You're in the water with them.
Will they go away? Are they gonna move? Do I have to like go like this or something? Go move.
Good. Wow.
I can't believe how many it's got on there.
Yeah, you got to tell the family all about this one.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you Carver family will have a ball with it with Luke.
And Chrissy's still not in here.
No.
Chelsea not in here.
What happened? Did he leave?
He gone. You know what the last one was? The last one was a space alien, so probably had something to do with Area 51.
That might have been what it was.
Tracy,
Sometimes it does
Tracy,
crash.
come on in here.
Sometimes it does crash, but not very often.
OBS crashed on me the other day when I was switching. You know, I was trying to show browsers and pictures, and it crashed on me.
Yeah. Were you using OBS Streamlabs or were you using what were you using?
Just the OBS Studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that crash, but you can immediately turn it right back on and it'll start the stream again and you're good.
It did. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, even if it crashes, it's not like Streamlabs where it'll crash and then you won't have enough time for it to load. That's the only thing I don't like about Streamlabs. If it crashes, you're pretty much your stream's over.
It crashed on Adam. It crashed on Adam.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sometimes, but not very often. I mean, it really depends on if you flip between them so fast, you got to wait sure they load. Because if you flip between one and then flip really back to another one and then double click it, it'll have a, yeah. You got to take your time when you're flipping through the. It's not perfect, but it works.
Hey, Catfish Terry, I went out and bought some gasoline from a boat motor yesterday. And when I went to the lake, it was doing fine. Then it quit on me. And it was the gas. I put some Stay-Bil and I disconnected, ran the motor until it quit. Took out my plugs, cleaned them. took a little sandpaper, on the spark plug, put everything back together. We're good to go. So you never know, you get water in your gas or something. That's bad.
Hey, it is, man. And I always, when I was using the boat all the time, I would always constantly, every couple of weeks, take my plugs out and clean them because, that oil builds up no matter how much you try getting it perfect and everything. And I just always, it just takes a few minutes to pop them out and clean them off and everything. And I always stayed on top of that because when you're out by yourself at night, you don't want to get out there and get towed in or something.
Adam said he forgot to close OBS. It was running in the back, and he think it was confusing the camera.
No, that's how you run it. You can actually run it through OBS to here. But yeah, it was when you switch too quick, because sometimes it'll glitch out, and even some of the filters don't like each other. Like, I don't know, just it'll crash every so often.
Do you do any fishing, Premier?
I wish. I haven't. My kids, I mean, I just haven't had time to go out there. My kids are kind of young, and they're going to try to jump in and catch the fish with their bare hands. How young they are. Yeah. So that's what they would do.
Well, I tell you, Premier, you just
can't wait.
Spend all the time you can with them. You can, man, because they grow up quick,
real fast.
I know they're sleeping right now, so when they wake up, I'm gonna have to go make them some. I promised them, if you go to bed now, I'll make you some hash browns and eggs when you wake up. They're gonna ask for cereal because they're freaking cereal junkies, though.
Now that's great that they ask for food, because when they get older, they ask for money.
Right.
Right.
Money.
I'd be like, I don't know. You go make some money. Go get a job.
TVs, video games, phones. Wow. They ask. That's all right.
Oh, they've already. Thank God I got my dad. Well, he's got him he's already got a Nintendo Switch with about 9-10 games on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they got 2 tablets. They got start charging right here. They got freaking so many electronics. And they're only 4 and 5.
Catfish Terry, when I was 4 and 5, let's see.
Or 4 and 6, excuse me.
4 and 6. I barely remember, but I remember the Lone Ranger TV show would come on. We watched the Lone Ranger and some kind of clubhouse for kids. It might have been Bozo Clown, but we didn't have tablets. We had rocks and army men, cowboys, Indians, cap guns.
That's it. And we didn't have all the trouble back in, but they still they say the westerns are bad and everything, and we growed up on them.
I remember, like we started saying earlier, in elementary school, we took a pocket knife to school for show and tell. We'd take a pocket knife and nothing was said. We even had a couple of guys, they had their parents come, but they brought in a .22 rifle.
Is that right?
A Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. And
this is stupid.
Yeah, that's hanging there, buddy.
I know, it looks like I got a booger hanging from my nose.
But that's what I mean, Commander. It's just they can't blame it on those type movies and everything, man. I love those old shows to the day. I mean, that's still what I watch. Andy Griffin, man. Andy Griffin it was actors back then.
That look right there, Premier, what happens when you go on the beach and you don't wear your sunscreen for your face.
This is called X-ray. I just noticed what Celicia LB says. Have you checked out? I made a review on these things. Yeah, I put a review on my channel. They pissed me off. I've had to replace them 9 times. 2-year worry-free guarantee. Yeah. Not.
No.
More problems than it would have been just if I'd have got a cheap tablet in a good case. I went through I'm on my 7th and 8th ones of these things. It's crazy.
I bought my wife, Mrs. Commander. I bought her Samsung tablet. She likes it pretty good, and it's the first time that we experienced. She can do phone calls with it and stuff like that. So I don't ever get to use it. I don't ever get to play with it. So
See what Celisa, how do you pronounce her name? Celisa?
Chelsea,
I know I said it right the first time. Maybe I'm just running out of coffee. I need to go get more coffee. Yeah, mine broke. Well, the first one I bought right from the store for the kids, right from Best Buy. I had to return it the very day it was out of the box dead. So that was number one. And then within like the first year, I've already replaced like 3 times. And I don't think they last longer than about 90 days for me. So you're lucky. 8 months. Yeah, you got a good one there. 8 months. Hopefully this lasts for 8 months because the warranty's expired. It's already been 2 years and the nightmare is over finally. Because now they're going to the recycling center after they die.
Adam, I put that link back on there, buddy. There you are.
Christy was on the phone.
There you go, buddy.
There he is.
You know, I might have to start using me some headsets like that because at times I have to get right close to the computer to hear it.
Mm.
Ribbit.
What time is it there, Adam, where you're at?
It is 25 past 4 in the afternoon.
25 plus 4.
25 plus 4. Dang, that's a weird time.
That UK is something.
As Carver says, we're in the future to you guys.
In the future. It's 11:24.
Well, that fits you pretty good, Premier.
I know. You know what? How you know why a frog's always happy?
Why is that?
Because he eats everything that bugs him.
Eats everything that bugs him. Let me write that down.
That's crazy.
That's a good one.
How did we get into this, Commander?
I thought you just wanted to say hello this morning, but wow. This is good. Susie's still watching while she's doing laundry.
I think I'll go get me some more coffee. Too bad I can't. I wonder, what audio did I choose? And I'll just be back in a minute. Yeah, because I got my audio through my camera because it sounds better than the ones in my headset.
So I wonder, can you also do voice change?
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Steve.
I actually can.
Hang in there if you don't mind.
But I don't got it hooked up, right? I don't got the software turned on, and then I could do it right now. I just have to turn on the software.
Hmm.
I use the I spent like $14 on the software. It's just called Voice Mod.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't want to open it. I'm sure there's a better one, but this one was just simple, and I liked it.
Hey, Adam, where's Chelsea at?
She's making me a brew at the minute. She's making me a coffee.
It's right here.
I'm going to try and get her in to come and say hello.
Hey,
I
Cat.
better stay on until I get back because I'm gonna go get me some coffee and take a quick little break here.
All right.
But
I gotta get some coffee too.
you could put me on the side to make more room for you guys if you want. So when I come back, you can put me back up, Terry, if you want.
How do you do that?
I think you could put me like on a backstage while I'm not here, so it's like you don't just see an image with nobody on it.
How do you do that?
I'm not sure. Can I? Maybe if I turn off my camera, it'll put me backstage. No. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to say, man, I'm new to this stuff.
I guess you can try it, and maybe there's got to be a setting on the person put backstage, because it said I was backstage when I joined. I'm just trying to find a.
I
There.
see something comes up, says solo layout, mute mic, or removed from stream.
But that'll probably just kick me out. And if you remove from stream, yeah, try that. I don't care if it kicks me out, I'll just join back.
I don't know nothing about it, but like say, yeah,
I don't think it'll kick me out permanently.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to do that.
I could just, I'll just join back. I don't think because it allows you when you come in, you don't have to bring them up. It says you're backstage.
Yeah.
And you can kick them out from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I like about it.
Any of y'all, it comes up showing a person, and over to the right, it shows like a minus. And it says remove from stream.
And this is still the beta version, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think they're doing pretty good. As long as if they come out with a pop out, it might be actually a lot better than a Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since you can use it for free and you don't have to pay for it and just brand it. I mean, Zoom costs freaking $15 for to talk more than 40 minutes with a group of people. Otherwise, it kicks you out. You have to send everybody an invite again.
Just for 40 minutes.
Yeah, unless you pay for it. But you can go solo 1v1 and no time limit.
It's all about the money. Big Boone's back. He got him some coffee.
Yeah, I remember hearing about
that
that you're just allowed so many minutes on that Zoom.
Chelsea said that Premier don't want to stand up because he's not wearing pants.
That's why exactly. That's why I had to put the kitty outfit on. I'll be back.
Hey, on a side note there, Catfish Terry, my Bass Pro Shops, let's see, I got it upside down. There we go. My Bass Pro Shops onboard battery charger went out on me the other day. And so I was dead in the water with no battery charging. Took all the cables off, and I found out something. I was looking at it, just something told me, said, this other thing we done when we was young, a lot of people don't do this today. When I was young, Catfish Terry, I got in trouble a couple times for taking apart the toaster or blender, radio. I wanted to see how it worked because I watched a Bugs Bunny cartoon. And when I was in kindergarten, Bugs Bunny had something that worked. And when he opened the door, he had two chipmunks or a mouse that was running around. So I went in kindergarten. I told everybody I know how things work. Of course, that made me number one in kindergarten. So later on, we was always taking stuff apart just to see how it works. And I looked here and I found out a lot of these onboard chargers have it. They got a fuse somewhere,
The fuse.
So I checked. I said, well, why didn't I think of that? So I took it apart and behold, the fuse is blowed. So I'm hoping that my onboard charger is saved and I don't have to go buy another one.
I bet you that's what it is, man.
And I know of several. I've known of 9 people this past year. Their charger went out. They didn't check it. They trashed it when they bought a new one.
Yeah.
Which that's fine if you can buy another one, and maybe you want to do that. But that's something we used to do. Did you ever take apart stuff when you was younger?
Oh, I did, man. Like say all the time. I used to get out there and just tear into the lawnmower just to try checking out what all it had and everything, put it back together and everything. And got where I could do pretty good on lawnmowers and stuff, but they make them these days where you can't work on them though.
Hey, John Avis is in. Big Boone says poor kitty has no legs.
John Ames, y'all, that's another good one there, y'all. He's been with me from day one. Anytime I post the videos, he's one of the first one to comment on them. I don't see him in many streams, but he's always posted on my videos.
What you got there, Adam?
I don't know really. It's a Jack Russell cross giraffe, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the dopey one of the family, if I'm honest. Apart from me.
Wow.
Yeah, he thinks he's still a puppy, but he's
7.
yeah, he's 7 years old.
7 years old. Wow.
So he's
We
nothing like Catfish Bailey.
No, nothing like Catfish Bailey.
No.
We
A lot
got
bigger than Catfish Bailey.
yeah.
So he'll want to sit here now with me. So that's me. So are you guys going fishing today then, or what?
Going fishing this evening. We're going after catfish.
I tell you though, Commander, if I don't go with Carver, I would like for you to. I'd like to get on here and you give me a shout and see if we can get you streaming from the on location, man.
Yeah, we're going to try that. We'll try that.
Yeah, I'd like to.
We'll be looking if you don't go with family. If you do, that'd be great. And if you are with family, hope you make some video there. We'll look forward to it. But if not, we're still going to check and see if you're on. If you're on, then we're going to try to do that and see if that experiment works.
If he wants to go, I told him back early in the week. He's talking about going back Friday, and if he wants to go, I'll probably go out there with him. But
you know,
not,
I think we already got that theory tested, didn't Butcher Block? Was he was on his phone, his iPhone, wasn't he?
That's right. He was coming from his truck. Yeah.
There you go. It'll work. So
it'd be awesome, man.
We're going to try it. We're going to try it.
As long as you got somebody at home base, you know.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That might work out too if I'm ever home or any of the Batum boys ever home. We go on live and find out if you all are out there.
See if one of us get on the fish or something and they're really, really hitting good. We could get in touch with that person, you know, just open your site up and it would be good. We could have a live stream with somebody catching the fish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you watch Dieter's video last night?
Yeah, I stayed on as long as I could, I think, till he about went off the air.
He caught a couple good blue cats last night.
He did.
One of them was 12 pounds, I think.
He had maybe by the time he was going off, maybe 200 was watching, and man, the questions that was coming through: knots, hooks, line, rod, reels, bait, boat. He had questions everywhere coming.
I know that. I don't see how he does it in fish too, man. But he has some good shows.
Yeah, 8 people watching. Hit that, smash that button, and if you see that link, Debbie does sales. Good morning, y'all. New to the channel.
Country woman. Debbie does sales. I think she's a new one.
Uh-huh.
Great seeing you, Debbie.
Country woman, good morning. Hit that link. Catfish Terry has a link there. Hit that link and come on in here.
Hey, country woman, Chrissy Bove. I want to apologize last night, man. I hit my off button too quick last night before I got to say bye to y'all. And
see my pregnant photo.
That dog growed some arms and trying to pull him out of the bed.
No, this is Terry. This is a baby bump.
Oh, baby bump. Ah, okay.
But she's too shy to come and say hello.
what did y'all want to say, Adam? October when it's due?
Say again, Terry. Sorry, mate.
Is it due in October?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's due on November the 30th.
November.
November the 30th.
November. Yeah, I was born November 9th.
November 9th.
What?
Catfish Terrace.
What?
It might be a Scorpio.
What?
You see what happens, Premier?
That was your day.
He had his coffee.
First time on YouTube.
First time baby bump on YouTube.
Baby bump on YouTube. First time. Special
Catfish
appearance.
Terry first, though.
Big Catfish Terry first.
She's still not coming down to say hello.
Does she have any hands? Have her wave.
Have a wait.
I mean, they do got a. She can't put it like a towel on her face like
She's
they do in
getting a little
like.
braver. See,
A
Chrissy,
towel.
you can take baby steps.
Just wrap it over her face.
They do that in other countries. I
Uh,
think it's like what is it? What is it? Egypt that girls have to wear like a towel over their face and have to wear like all the clothes and it's freaking hot or something.
Mm.
I don't know. They like to be like really, really modest in some countries.
yeah, yes, they do. You could do like Premier was showing that she could wear makeup or
Yeah, but you do actually have to have a decently fast, like maybe like a less, 10-year-old PC. I mean, he's got to have at least some type of. It only uses like. It'd probably work on a gigahertz PC. It doesn't take a lot of power to do the face thing. It just.
what about the OS? Windows 10 or can you go to 7 or?
I'm sure it would work on a 7 and above. I'd have to look at it.
I think all you need is pretty much a webcam with the software. You don't need anything special, really. It's just must, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, it does take some processing power and some memory. If you don't have enough, it's going to have a problem. It's actually they added it to the shortcuts on the app now. You had to find the cat and search for it, and then now they added it to the actual shortcuts of the because there's like when you download the app, it brings up you just download the app, and then it's an actual extension to they add the driver in. It's called Snap Camera, and that's your camera you can share with any other device.
So it's called
Just adds another camera, so you'll plug in your camera once you. Or unplug it, plug it back in to make sure it can register on the camera, on the app, and then there you go. And I'm pretty sure it works on a Mac too.
I think you need a computer with memory over 4 gig. I'm just in my task manager now, and I'm running at 4.4, but that's without the software running.
Okay.
Let me see.
But I've got a lot running in the background as well. I've got like monitoring systems, temperatures and stuff. So
Yeah, my computer is like 5 years old, but it's an i7. It has 4 cores. It has 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, it was top of the line, but now I'm utilizing everything in the dang thing almost all the time.
yeah, that was a pretty solid build back in the day, but it's still pretty solid now considering what you do.
I know, yeah. I mean, I do need an upgrade, but not really. This will suffice for at least another year or two.
Yeah, of course.
I know Adam said he builds computers, so I imagine his is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it cost me an arm and a leg, I won't lie. Well, it cost my wife an arm and a leg.
You better add her in there.
Debbie, your
Why
country
doesn't it have the?
Chelsea, Chrissy, hit that link. Hit that link. Come on in there, say hello.
Okay, it says hardware operating system Windows 7 with SP1 or newer, Mac OS 10.11 or newer, minimum of an Intel Core i3, 2.5 gigahertz or AMD.
That's the Bucks. How you doing?
Hey, Bass.
4 gigabytes RAM. So it'll work on an Intel Graphics 4000 or an NVIDIA GeForce 710, which is actually newer than mine. I don't know which
Appreciate
one
it,
do I.
Bucks.
710. A 710 is about 6 years old, isn't it? 7 years old.
Yeah, I think mine. I can't remember what I'm looking at. See, I can't remember what mine is in this device. Last time I checked, let me see. I'm gonna find out what I'm running on my.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm running in at 745 GTX 745. So it's actually a little bit newer than the one that's required. And it can actually use an HDM Radeon too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out for a few, Catfish. I got to get some more coffee, and I gotta let the dog out. She's crying upstairs. There's actually 2 ankle biters. They're not mine. It's one's my wife and one's my daughter. And then I've got a 9-year-old boxer. She's wanting out. She's not mine either. That's my other daughter's. So I'll step out a bit, and if you're still back in here, I'll get back in. Great talking to you, Adam, Premier.
You too, mate.
And I'm gonna go get some coffee and let these animals out before they really do something.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
It's fine, man.
Good thing you don't have to worry about me doing anything. I have no parts.
That's what Country Woman says. She said, "Where's the rest of you?"
The dog ate it.
The dog ate it. All right, I'll be back.
All right, man.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
So he just took his own self off then, didn't he?
Yeah, he just left.
Yeah.
I didn't even
I
think
like
about
that
doing
one
that.
there, Premier, too.
Uh-oh. Ah.
There's your Area 51 there. Area 51.
I'm innocent, I swear.
Yeah, right. You trying to kid?
Area 51.
Okay, I was lying. That's kind of funny. Okay. Just trying to find a comfortable one. The cat's getting kind of. I mean, where's the one that I really like? That's just like chill, not too distracting. You know, not too distracting.
So with that Premier, can you do just like backdrops with that, or?
Like the cat has one. Oh, you know what? And with another thing with Zoom is it actually the cool thing about Zoom is it has an artificial background. Like it'll have an artificial green screen, so you can do a background, any background, and it does a kind of like a facial recognition with it.
I know
the only thing,
see Blood X, how he's got the background.
yeah, he's using OBS.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but OBS isn't hard to set up, really, is it?
No, I mean it's not. But for somebody that doesn't know computers, it can be a challenging task.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or
Mike.
software, actually, not even computers, just knowing how to get your way around software and finding what the settings are. And the best way to learn is to just literally play around with it. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't break software. You just have to. If it doesn't work, you reinstall it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing. If you back everything up, you can just reinstall this Premier Hell leading the Area 51 raid. But yeah, it's as simple as just, you gotta have time though. A lot of people don't have time to sit there and click and play around with software, because I spend days just trying to learn new software. Like just learning OpenShot Editor took me dang near a day just to figure out what the heck was going wrong, and it was not working perfectly, and then learning all the features and how to not have it glitch, and working through the bugs that are in the free open source software is a pain, because sometimes you'll try to do more than what's capable of.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Good seeing you.
So what kind of computer do you got, Catfish?
It's
Terry.
how you pronounce it, Lenovo or something like that.
Okay, that sounds like a.
320. It's a laptop.
I bet you that because I think I had it in a Lenovo, but it was like, is it a touchscreen? If it's a touchscreen, it's probably pretty new.
No, mine ain't a touchscreen.
Yeah, but Lenovo are like named for good like computers and laptops.
It's done
Yeah.
pretty good, but it's I'm starting to get too many videos and stuff on it. I'm gonna have to clear it out and get me a.
Well, if you wanted to keep them, you can buy like an external hard drive.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do.
They're cheap too. You could probably get one if depending on where you go. You can get one for pretty. You get like a 2 terabyte now. I think for like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Probably
give
cheaper
me
than
one
that.
because I got in here to download some videos I had fishing, and it said it wasn't enough room now, so I got.
What I do with that is I usually have like a couple like drives and I'll back up. I'll have 2 of them and then I'll just copy. I'll plug them both in. Like I'll have like 2 and then I'll just copy them both simultaneously to 2 different drives. I'm not going to sit here and try to set up a RAID array, a software RAID array, but you can pretty much copy them both. Just copy, and just have them 2 copies on 2 different drives and just keep it like that. This way, you know for a fact you're not going to lose it because I've had backup drives fail or get lost or just, and with no sign, especially if it's a solid state drive, then you're really in trouble.
I need to do something like that because my old laptop, man, all of a sudden it went out and I lost everything on it.
Yeah, you can easily back up all your personal files. Everything else you don't need to. You can just re-download, but personal files like your personal videos, your personal pictures, your edited pictures, everything like that you've worked on is going to be like just right there in your.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Batum, $94 for 4 terabytes. How you doing, Debbie? Glad to see you on here.
Thank you. Was curious. I know I look like death warmed over this morning, but Premier, how you got my attention with that cat head. I need to know how to do that and what system are you running that on? I'm not talking about your computer system, but what's the app and how do you set it up? I've got plenty of memory and plenty of speed. That is just phenomenal.
It just, you have to search for Snap Camera. I could put a link in the chat for you if you want. I mean,
that'd be great.
If it's up to Catfish Terry though.
No, that's fine with me. Hey, I'm gonna get me some coffee while y'all talking a minute here.
Thank you. If you're not a wrench, you won't be able to list a link.
I am a wrench.
Oh, good. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, gosh.
This will give you the thing. You click on the download, and it should download. I think you have to check. You have to check that I have read the policies. You don't have to put in an email. You just check that thing. Yeah. You just click on this. It'll Snapchat camera download. That'll go right to the software. You just click on the They have checked the little box that'll pop up down there in the license agreement.
Okay.
And then you just click the download button for whatever if you're on Mac or PC, and then there you go.
Unfortunately, I'm still a PC person, even though I do a lot of graphics. So I know I've got the speed and the ability for the graphics programs that I use. Are you doing that through StreamYard, or can you do it if you're a host of StreamYard?
Only thing you'll have to do is go to your settings in the StreamYard that you're on right now. Turn off your camera when you launch it up.
Right.
And then it should detect it. If it doesn't, you might have to unplug your camera or turn your camera off. Yes, to turn it back off and on so it can detect it.
I've got a little Logitech. I think it's a C920.
Oh, I got one of those too. I got one right here. No, this is a C920. I think it's a 1080p, right?
Yeah, mine's a 1080p.
Yeah, I got one sitting right here.
Yeah, I love mine. I just love it, love it, love it. I really do.
Yeah, I went and got one of these. I went and got one of these because the clarity and the fact that I couldn't get the green screen to work very well, and I went and got one of these Logitech cameras. Let me get up this filter.
Well, I was going to say, if you get out of the filter, I can see you. Okay. Yeah. And hello, Adam. I'm not ignoring you.
So
Tell your wife I said good luck with her, and also tell your wife my uncle was born November 2nd. She better have that baby before then. Okay.
But this should still work fine. This is 1080p.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I couldn't get it because my lighting wasn't good, and that other camera has like way better lighting.
The only light you see is what's behind me here. That's it. So it works pretty
Well, you
good.
don't need it for the camera. You don't need that with. I'm just talking if you have a backdrop. If you're trying to do
I really want to do that. Can you do that on StreamYard too, or do you have to have OBS?
You can use OBS and then download the virtual camera to share it to anything else. There's a virtual camera for OBS Studio, not Streamlabs.
Okay, yeah. Well, OBS is hard for me to figure out. I've not been able to work that one out yet, and it takes a lot of resources.
No, not really. Depending on it, you can use your graphics card to relieve a lot of the resources.
Really?
You just gotta set it up when you're setting up your encoder.
Okay. So my problem would be then I've got a quad core. I've got 6 gig of RAM, but I've heard it works better with 8 to 12 gig of RAM.
Yeah,
and
it would work a lot.
Problem. Yeah, people have had problems with it overheating. So I was a little concerned about that.
Well, what overheating?
The computer, because it takes all the resources. Yeah, especially if you clock it too fast.
Well, I wouldn't recommend overclocking your PC unless you got like some type of super cooling system on your PC.
Oh heck no, I don't.
Yeah,
I know how to build an old computer, but I don't know about the new ones at all. So it's been a real challenge for me. Now this one is older because it's an i5. It's not I want a 7 or an 8. They've got the new i8s out, but I've got a 17-inch screen on my laptop. I love it. I can actually read stuff on it because I can't read real well when I can't see it.
Mom, I got a computer too. I got a Dell computer that's an i7, and I got another computer, but they're all like 5 to 6 years old. But they're still. I bought them top of the line. They were not cheap computers when I bought them, but now they're like buying them right now is still. I'm still about around like $500-600. I couldn't imagine what I'd get with $1,000 again.
I went through 2 Dells, and they were both nice computers, but problem was that they just went down. One, the screen, the graphics card went out on it, and another one, the hard drive went out on it, and then the power system went out on it. So I gave up.
I've had the graphics card go out of my laptop, but I mean, a Dell's. How long ago did you buy the Dell? I mean, I don't know.
5 years ago.
I always get the protection warranty, and I'll utilize that. They always have somebody come out to my house. I've never had a problem with this XPS, my XPS system yet. I mean, I had no replacements, no nothing. Everything's been fine on it.
Wow.
I spent the extra warranty, 5-year extended warranty. Haven't had a single problem with this, but I've had my board replaced like 8 times in my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had like the graphics card went out where I couldn't turn on the graphics card. They replaced the board. Like they replaced it like at least 4 or 5 times. Just the board. They've replaced the keyboard once, or the mouse pad once that screwed up. The case was falling apart because it's cheap plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just having, because I took it to school a lot, and it just kept it kept cracking, and it was like really like crazy when I was pushing on the keys. It would make snapping noises when I'm trying to type. I just didn't like it, so they actually just went ahead and replaced the whole entire case. So I've had everything, even the screen. What was it? They because there was pixels missing on it, and it was bothering the heck out of me because it was like really like disoriented, and I couldn't read the screen. So they replaced even the screen. This is a whole. I mean, I went through the whole entire thing has been replaced.
So what you're telling me is if I buy a Dell, I need to buy the extra warranty if I buy another Dell.
Yeah, their warranty service is the only thing they really got going for them. And if you get lucky and get one that doesn't have a lot of flaws in it. I mean, you're going to have manufacturing defects regardless. You're just going to have it no matter where you go.
Yeah. Well, I've had this HP for, let's see, I've had it now about 4 years. I got it right after my Dell went down. And it's a 17-inch screen. It's got 6 gig. It's an i5, and it's got a quad core, and it's got a super. I believe it's AMD. I'm not sure, but I think it's AMD. It's not Intel. And the graphics card is supposed to be very fast because it was quote unquote game capable for 3D gaming. So I don't know. It works fast enough for me to run my Photoshop stuff on it, which is what I use a lot of. But I'm just now getting into this broadcast stuff, and it's new, so it's fun, and I love the little floating head because that'll be a fun little addition to my live I do on Tuesday nights. So I'm going to try that. That's going to be kick.
I know. Well, it's really that's what's really fun about it because it really livens up your live stream. It makes it fun. It makes it you can have fun. You can laugh at yourself, and everybody else can laugh at you. It's why not? Yeah.
Well, when you're trying to get a point across, it's better to have something funny to look at than it is to watch somebody like this. I do clean up good, boys. I do. I clean up real good, but it's a point that I just don't want to have to if I don't have to.
Yeah, you're gonna put makeup on without having to put makeup on.
I do put makeup on, honey.
I know, but I'm just
today
saying,
I didn't. Yeah,
that's what I was always trying to get because my one of my friends, I was like, "Well, you take her 2 hours to get makeup ready." It's like you could just download that and just.
Hey, Adam, have you heard from Carver family this morning?
He messaged me around. Excuse me. It could have been early morning, your time. I think I take it he's in work.
Yeah, he's at work. He normally pops in, but
yeah,
say he might not. I don't know how it works me being on here if he gets my notification like he would on regular YouTube or not.
Yeah, I think he messages when he got up for work or while he was going into work. So he messages at 12 o'clock our time. So that'd be like, what is it, 4, 5 maybe?
Yeah. Made it back.
Everybody got their coffee.
Dogs are happy. Everything's well.
Well, it's 5 on here.
5. How many can you go on this panel?
6.
6.
We need one more to come in this stream.
Tracy?
I heard it's limited to 6, and on Zoom you're limited to 100, which is crazy.
Wow, 100 on Zoom.
How in the heck you put 100 on there, man?
Hey, Chrissy, come on.
It's going to be a really tiny screen, I'd have to say.
I would think so.
I would never be able to see it.
I wonder if there's any videos out here on this YouTube that would show that. I don't know.
I'm not going to put no 100 on the screen. Nobody would be able to talk.
No.
It'd be wild.
I'm feeling pretty good, Catfish Terry. I've had 5 cups of fresh ground, hot, percolated coffee. It's not doing anything to me.
I've had way more than I should. I've been drinking it since 4 this morning, so I'm just begging.
Well, I'm on my second cup of percolated coffee, and I've already had 1/2 a cup of really strong instant coffee.
You got a way bigger cup than I do.
It's only 16 ounces.
Mine's just was it 11 ounce or 8 ounce, 10 ounce, whatever regular small coffee cup is.
Come on, Chrissy.
What you got, Chrissy? Bring your French vanilla in here. Your
I don't want to get off here till I can get you on here. Then you say you love my channel, you can come in here and tell us in person.
Chrissy said,
if you think that's the cup, let me just go and get my other one. It won't be a minute.
You think that's a cup? He's going to go get his monster cup.
Hey, Chrissy, I came out of retirement just for you.
Yep. How are you doing this morning, Miss Debbie Does Sales? Okay.
I would like to see 6 people on here and just see what it looked like.
I think her audio. I think when she's.
I'll tell you, it's sure a pleasure to find y'all.
Well,
I am doing Fire and the Frog's hair split 4 ways.
This is my hangover cup. I don't know if you can see that.
Don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, you're coming in, but you're a little laggy. I think.
Joke.
Got you.
Just a little bit.
Frogs don't have hair.
Like I say, I think I'm gonna have to get me some
I'm finer
headphones.
than never mind.
You can use. Have you got any thingy ones, Terry? It's just the in-ear ones, the little buds. You can use them as well. You know?
You know what? All I gotta say is these right here. I cannot believe. I mean, I don't even know. I spent $15 when they first came out on Amazon. Now they cost $20, I think, still, and they're called iCross, and they're Bluetooth headsets.
Really?
And I'm telling you, the ones I'm using right now are like 3 years old, and they last for over 12 hours battery life if they're not full blast.
Yeah.
So they're wireless.
They're wireless, and you can have stereo if you have another external mic, or you can have they're not stereo when you're using the mic together with it.
What raises
And it has
what raises the volume? Is it software control, or you got a device?
you got it has a meter right here which can amplify it a little bit, and you can control it through the software on the computer. It works both ways.
Debbie's going to bug out.
And they're comfortable too. They're wireless and they're just comfortable in the range. Because I got my Bluetooth adapter sitting way up high, I can actually go outside and it still cuts out through all the doors.
What's the name of it, Premier?
I think she said goodbye because she's having trouble with her audio.
Yeah, I picked these up over there. These are like a PlayStation, PlayStation 4. And these are wireless. These only cost me, I think they're about £40. So over there would be what?
$50.
What was the name of those, Premier?
They're called iCross, but they're only $20. Now they're only $20. This only cost me $15. Yeah, let me turn off the filter so you can see what they look like.
Catfish Terry, Chrissy said she'll come in sometime.
They're called iCross.
I hear.
iCross. Okay.
I don't believe her.
But you can't charge and listen to them at the same time. You have to charge them overnight, and they'll last for 12 hours.
Yeah, well, these are dead at the minute,
maybe
so
longer.
I've had to plug them in. So I can still use them and plug them in.
Yeah, I can't use them when I plug mine in. They shut off.
Is that a?
But if they've lasted for so long, and I can't believe they still last for a 12-hour period.
Is that internal battery, or can you replace the batteries?
I don't know. I've not tried it. I've never had to. They're over I've had them for 4 years, but I've not really utilized them for more than a year and a half now. I haven't been plugging them in and charging, but they're still going strong. At least so far, at least about 150 charging cycles already, and they're still lasting 12 hours, which is crazy for a tiny headset like this.
That was the Catfish Terry sound.
That's just for you, Chrissy.
What
was that?
Chrissy's a crybaby. Okay. You need a chicken sound effect.
Yeah.
You need a cat sound effect.
There you go, Chrissy. Come on. The cat in the hat's back. Well, that's really not a cat in the hat. That's a
Land Shark Picker. How you doing?
good morning, Land Shark.
That's fine, Debbie. Appreciate it.
Glad you come in, Debbie. Hey, Catfish Terry, did you notice the Tennessee law is in effect where you cannot use your cell phone, and you cannot even have a cell phone in your hand or in your lap, or you will be pulled over by the Tennessee Highway Patrol with a minimum, I believe it is a $240 ticket.
Good.
That's actually good. There's a lot of people getting in wrecks, even police officers. I saw a video where even a police officer crashed into a bicyclist.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm glad
because he was busy texting.
Because I see so many people driving down the road texting, man.
We've had that law over here for some years now, and even to this day, the amount of people on the phone and driving, it just really gets to me. It really gets to me.
We didn't have them before. We did okay with them, but I've met a lot of people today. This past week, they said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Put them down."
Well, our thing now is if you get pulled over and your mobile phone isn't in your glove compartment, you can still get points and a charge. But there's just so many crashes due to people on the phone. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, when I'm on the phone, I always turn it on and put it on my dashboard and talk on the speaker. I won't be paying attention to what's on the phone because I know how easy it is to
Yeah.
Easy it is to get distracted when you're talking on the phone or have your phone in your hand.
I think ours is 6 points and £1,000 fine, something like that.
Oh wow. Adam, are you? Do you all over there have a restriction on this right here?
At the minute, there's a lot of knife crime going on, especially down in London.
Okay.
So if anyone is caught carrying any type of blade, whether it be a blade from the kitchen,
Oh, wow.
you will be prosecuted. There's a lot going on down south at the minute. A lot.
Wow.
Things are changing.
There was, I don't know if you've seen it, a couple of weeks back,
I appreciate it. I appreciate you sharing it out, Davey.
A woman was pregnant and she got knifed, so the woman died and also the baby too. So it's ridiculous.
I'm Middle Tennessee land shark.
I'm in East Tennessee, shark.
I'm in the UK, shark.
Premiers and Washington
Premiers in his own little world.
Washington State, yeah.
Birmingham, Alabama. Man, when y'all gonna fix y'all's roads down there? I hate driving through Birmingham going to Florida.
I don't go Florida that way. We stay on 75 or go 95.
How did you say that place again, Teddy?
Beat you to death through the town.
Teddy, say that place again.
Yeah.
Say that name again, Teddy.
What'd you say?
Central Texas. All right.
Oh man, it's so humid down there. I need to turn my swamp. It's starting to get warm outside now. I need to turn my AC on. Hopefully, he doesn't make a whole bunch of background noise.
Hey, Chrissy, tell them where you're from if they're not too shy.
Yeah, you got a little more there. Can we fix that?
Never land shark. Man, it does. It beats you to death to drive through Birmingham, man. That concrete, and it's just, man.
Mike's over Vermont.
Is that how you say
Yeah,
Birmingham?
Mike's from Vermont.
Is that how you guys say Birmingham?
Appreciate it, buddy.
Birmingham?
No, Birmingham.
Birmingham. You hear that, Catfish?
What's that?
He don't call it Birmingham.
It's not Birmingham. It's Birmingham.
Birmingham. That's like Birmingham, a hamburger over here.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
You say, is Alabama okay? Alabama?
Alabama. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys say? What's that famous place in Scotland called?
Well, they got it fixed up pretty nice south of Craig. It's just deeper you get from there to Montgomery, man. But I know it's a busy town, boy. You'll get run over on that interstate there.
Chelsea's laughing with tears, huh? Birmingham. All
Birmingham.
Right.
Birmingham.
Birmingham hamburger. So Birmingham, and we know what crappie is now.
Yeah, yeah.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Idaho Central, Chrissy said in Ohio.
Is that just an anytime meal, or is that only for the evening meal, or
whenever you want fish and chips?
I got it
for whatever.
Is that like a snack or just a regular meal?
I would. That's a meal.
Okay.
All right.
I went to Africa in 2005 up by Nairobi, and it was the craziest thing. Catfish Terry went to Africa there. Was on a mission trip, and they asked me if I'd like to have a spot of tea.
Spot of what?
A spot of tea.
Tea, really?
I said yes, and then they brought me they have brown sugar. It's brown granulated sugar, and then they have rice with a lot of things. And I said, could I have some butter, please? They said they brought the butter. I said, could I have some sugar, please? They said, yes, what for? I said, I'm going to put it in my rice. Rice with butter and sugar. They said, no, you don't do that. So I mixed it all together, and they brought out 15 people because they could not believe that you put sugar in with the rice.
I've
That's the
never
only
heard
way
that.
I can eat my rice is butter and sugar.
What'd you say, Adam?
I've never heard putting butter and sugar with rice.
You don't know what you're
That
missing.
is the first time I've ever heard that.
How about salt and pepper? Do you put salt and pepper in rice?
Oh yeah, salt and pepper, yeah.
How about hot sauce?
Hot sauce,
Okay.
mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise over there.
Like
Mayonnaise is good with anything.
in the Army, Catfish, we'd have rice, and they'd put chili or beans or something they just called meat. We didn't know what it was. They put it on top of rice.
Yeah. Man, I love butter and sugar and rice. So, man, I could eat a big old bowl of it right now.
Is that normal there, Adam?
Sorry, say that again. I was just reading this. The chat. Landshark says, "Where do you park your car?" Well, I park mine on the road, but what was you saying? Sorry.
Is that normal for pretty much? Is that a normal thing there that you don't put butter and sugar in your rice, or is that just for you?
I've never heard. I don't even think Chelsea's ever heard that. That's the first time.
We put salt. Okay. Chelsea says salt.
On the drive or garage?
We call your trunk the boot.
Yes.
We call it a trunk.
No, it's a boot.
It's a boot, Catfish.
It's a boot.
Put your catfish poles in the boot.
Yeah. Butter and sugar, like say. I even like to add a little cream to it.
Yeah. Do you like sugar, Adam?
Oh yeah, yeah, sugar. Yeah,
Good.
I have 2 sugars with coffee and cereal. You know.
Try it. It's do you know what grits is?
Grit. That's like the stuff you find on the road, isn't it?
No, grits. We're talking about a breakfast item, Catfish Terry. Can you explain that one? Grit.
I love
Grit-
grits myself.
salt.
A lot of people won't eat them. They're served with all your breakfast around Cracker Barrel and everything. But they're
Do you guys have like dairy milk over there? So you do have dairy milk chocolate.
Oh, we don't have chocolate cows, but we got chocolate milk. Yes.
See you. See, you guys don't have blackcurrant, no, do you?
Black currant.
Blackcurrant.
Black currant. Is that coffee?
It's like a cordial. You put water with it, like
sweet tea, Chrissy, man. I love
it's like a
sweet tea.
juice. It's you put blackcurrant in a glass and fill it up with water. Yeah, look, blackcurrant.
Oh, so it's a drink.
Yeah, it's a fruit. A blackcurrant is a fruit, but
A
people
fruit?
make
Well,
blackcurrant.
we have tea, like iced tea or sun tea. We call it sun tea because you put it in a jar and you leave it outside in the sun, and the sun is actually what brews the tea. We have grape juice.
Yeah, we have grape.
But as far as black currant, I don't think we have anything like that, do we?
So you've never tried Ribena? Have you ever heard of Ribena or like Vimto?
I think I've heard it before when I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas, but not had it.
Wow.
When we was in Amsterdam, it seemed like I heard it something over there. We didn't know what it was, so we stayed away from. We just passing through on our way to Africa, so we went to McDonald's. And Catfish Terry in Amsterdam at a McDonald's at the airport, I got a small hamburger, a small French fry, and a small Coca-Cola, and it was $11.99.
Man.
When it's normally what, $2.25 here.
Yeah.
You're paying airport prices, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Imagine eating a steak or something, man.
We have Debbie says we do have black currant jam, blackberry jam, blackberry jelly. All video. Hello. Debbie's at the Fort Hood area. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah, y'all call French fries chips.
Yeah, we stay away from stuff we don't know about. We're careful about it. But I will tell you, when we was there in Nairobi, there in Africa, they brought us. I ordered a steak because I didn't think they had steak in where we was at in Africa. They said, "Oh, we got it for you." And I asked them. Got to meet the chef. He come out because we was with a team of about 14 of us, and we got to meet all the staff there. And they brought the chef out, and I said, "Oh, this smells wonderful." He goes, "Yeah, it's guest meat." I said, "Guest meat." He said, "Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke, man." I said, "What's the joke?" He said, "It's guest meat." I said, "What's guest meat?" He said, "Guest meat could be anything. Whatever the butcher has, that's what guest meat is." And I asked the butcher, "Well, what was it?" He said, "It could be elephant. It could be donkey. It could be a zebra. It was chewy. That's all I know."
That'd be rough. Could have been baboon or anything.
Land Shark said the Netherlands is a great place to visit. Spend a week there. Lots of fun.
Yeah, we can do like a night cruise. So if we was to drive down south, we can get in a boat, go to bed, wake up, spend the whole day in the Netherlands or Holland or whatever. Get back on the boat that night, and you'll be back in the UK. So it's like a decent little cruise, if I'm honest.
What is your favorite hobby? The favorite thing to do there for you, Adam, besides the baby bump?
I'm a fisherman.
Fisherman. Great.
Computers.
Okay.
And yeah. But I don't go after catfish. I'm more of a carp.
Carp is that's like we have our largemouth bass over here where it's all about the largemouth bass. There where you're at, is it all about the carp?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's got a massive following catfishing over there.
Wow.
Do y'all, I know y'all got trout. Do y'all have any kind of bass over there?
Do you know, I don't think we do at all. Off the top of my head, I couldn't even think where I could go and catch any. So I don't think we do.
Yeah. Y'all, Adam, do y'all live kind of in the country like?
Do I live near the country like?
Yeah, in the country. Are you?
Yeah.
You're in the country like?
Yeah. So we live on like the Derbyshire border, so it's pretty much like I can't even explain it. Like oldie wildy cottages and massive grassy hills and stuff like that, little rivers and stuff. So I'll have to try and send you a picture one day to show you what it's like. But
I mean, it's a lot of. I see a lot of pictures in the countrysides, and everything's real pretty over there and everything.
Do you eat the carp?
No. No way. No way.
You could put bacon on it.
No, I tell you.
No, he said it. Batum. He said it's a offense to kill a carp over there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this classed as wow, it's classed as poaching over there. So if you get caught like so-called poaching for carp, then you landed with a massive fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you can go and fish for like trout and stuff like that, and I mean, I don't do a lot of trout fishing, but there are certain laws on that. But as far as it goes for coarse fishing and stuff like that over here, it's classed as poaching. So
about a 2.5 hour stream so far, Catfish Terry.
Yeah, I know. It's been a good one, y'all.
I love trout, the taste of trout, fresh trout. I don't like if you fry freezing it.
I like
trout. I don't think I've ever.
A lot of bones in them.
Never tried it.
Trout with lemon, trout with pepper, trout on the grill, smoking trout. Pretty good.
Might have to give that a go.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful when you're removing the bones. It's a pain in the butt. That's the hardest part. If they're really small, it's like almost impossible to clean them.
Yeah.
A little bit worse than bluegill.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try bluegill. I mean, that's just a pain in the butt.
So what's a bluegill?
So like a flat fish that
Yeah.
Ugh.
Come check my stream out, buddy.
Look like a round flat fish. They're not easy at all to clean.
So is it like fresh water or is it
Fresh water, yes.
Fresh
yes.
water.
Yeah.
We like to take them, and you can do it several ways, but one way that's a favorite in our area is either right then and there at the bank, or when you get back, take an iron skillet and cut up your bluegill, get your fish ready, put it in cornmeal, fry it, salt and pepper, eat it, yum yum in the tongue.
I tell you, bluegill's some of the best eating it is. Just is so small. But yeah, Craig, I've heard that those hardhead catfish, they say do not eat those things. So they're awful. But they say the sail cats are actually good. I don't know.
Hey, Carver Outdoors. Mike likes his trout. He fixes his trout to where they're boneless.
Yeah, I don't see how they do it, man. I've tried filleting them, and I still get those little bones in them.
Well, a little bone, you might need a little knife.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Or take a big knife, just chop them up real good.
Very true.
It's a different
You
type
know
of living
what,
over there, really, isn't it?
Batum, you know what suckers here in Tennessee, you know, I'm sure y'all, have you ever been out snatching them in the springtime?
On south from here, yes. Yeah.
We used to go out, my grandfather and all of us, and we'd go out, they bed and come up in the creeks in the springtime, and we would take snatch hooks, and they got the red horse and Indian suckers and hog suckers and all that. But my grandfather loved those fish, and they cut them a certain way where they, when they cook them, they'd eat the bones and everything.
I heard you can cook anything long enough, and the bones will soften up to a point where you don't even know they're there.
Yeah, that's the way those suckers do. Something like a can of salmon's has got bones in it and stuff, but they just cook up and get mush. I mean,
yeah. Carver was talking about a bluegill knife.
Whoa. She still got his fingers off.
I still have a hand. Woo!
Yeah, you still got your toe?
I don't use this bluegill knife. Goodness gracious.
For a second, I thought that knife was going to be sticking out of his knee or something.
it gets dangerous, man.
Yeah, I'll say I need to get off here. Take the knife out of my knee.
You gotta be. You gotta take this knee left.
Next time, we made him at the emergency room.
Is he gone? Is he okay, or is he just like? Is he pulling it out of
He
his
grabbed one knife, dropped it on his leg, and then grabbed the other knife. And he's like sitting there with the other one in his knee, going, "Oh, I gotta get this other knife out of my knee."
That flew that knife as well, man. That must have gone some distance.
He's back. He got the knife out of his leg.
Yeah, I didn't have to use a first aid kit, but I did have to use a PC repair kit because that cold steel Luzon knife went into an old Dell motherboard.
What?
It's gone. It's gone.
Man.
You have an old Dell motherboard just sitting right on your floor? That's funny.
Do you know, for a second then I thought he was going to say like sticking out of one of his dogs.
Well, Catfish Bailey wasn't sitting under you.
If that would have went in one of the dogs that's not mine, I would never, ever get over that. Here's the end of that. I get over that.
Yeah, that would have been sad.
It would have been. Yeah, it was my fault. The flipper part caught my pinky or something. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I have I'm Premier. I'm using a couple older machines, and what I'm doing for my grandkids and for my wife, I'm taking an older machine and I'm making a arcade machine out of it. You know what I'm talking about? Retro arcade.
Yeah.
And I could use a Raspberry Pi, which I've got a couple of those around here. But they wanted something that looked. When I made the Raspberry Pi arcade machine, they laughed at me and said that's not real, even though they played the game. So they want something heavier. So I'm trying to find a few things and customize them, and then even make like I made. Let's see here. I call it a piece of junk, but that's an arcade machine I made for little grandson. He wanted
So
something.
you're putting Linux on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll run a lot more efficiently depending on what version you get for all those older machines. You can play a lot of cool stuff.
You can do that on that one there. I use something called Recall Box, and it's all Linux based. It's real quick, real fast, and clean for their age. That way they not into some of the other stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
Y'all, I appreciate it. It's showing we got 10 people in the room.
10 in the room. Wow. Okay. I had a little bit of excitement there.
Yeah,
I'm okay, Carver, but the Dell computer, that cold steel went right in it. So
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work anymore.
on today's stream, knife safety. You got it.
I don't know what's more irritating. Did you dull the knife, or is it the motherboard that you're worried about?
The cold steel, I'm not worried about it. The cold steel brand, of course, that's a cheaper knife, but so far they hold up pretty good. They say it's a different steel. The steel's coming out of Japan, but I've been impressed with them. They're pretty tough, and they retain their edge. If not, go put it back on. It holds it for a long time. But I thought it would break it, but it didn't break it. So
that's Carver Family Fishing, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, Carver Family Fishing, full house. We got room for 2 more. Come on in.
He's working, I know.
Mike's got to go. Have a good day, buddy.
Hey, Mike, appreciate it, buddy.
The ROMs, a while back, I did get some ROMs, and then I had to pay for it, and it was depending. It was some kind of service for X amount of systems. You paid an X amount. I think I paid like $20, and I got the older NES and the Super NES and the Segas and things like that, all the way up to Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, and PS2, I think it was, or PS1. So I got a lot of those ROMs, the games, and it was $20, and that was a while back. And then some that we already had, the early NES, even some of the Super NES when it was free before Nintendo, Sony, and all them got involved.
I got all the ROM files still back when they were downloadable.
Yeah.
I got almost every single Nintendo, Super Nintendo game there is. I just don't play them anymore.
Yeah, on that one there, I think I have 7,000 games on it.
Wow.
And just using a little, I don't even know if it's a 100 gigabyte hard drive. So, and I just buy some remote controllers, and trying to see if I had them over here. But it keeps them happy. They like that in the wintertime. In the summertime, we like the kids to be outside, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, my kid's spoiled. My dad bought him a Game Boy. What's it called? Freaking Switch, Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And it's got and then they go, well, they don't even play this thing. I mean, because it's on the Nintendo Switch. And it has one that has a version on the Nintendo Switch. So this one's like, yeah, but I'm not throwing it away. I like it. It's
No.
freaking Nintendo system.
You can add. I added. We had one of those, and we added another 1,000 games to it. They love it. So
You can add games to these? You can add games to this?
yeah, you can.
I wonder what games it's missing. I mean, there's already crap ton on there.
Was that the Super or the NES version?
That's just the it's the what you call it? Let me tell you what it's called. It's called the Nintendo Class. It's like the little tiny Nintendo. I don't know. It was given to me because I don't know where the box is. It's that little classic NES. It has all the games built into it.
Yeah, we added the Super NES on it and some Sega, and
you can do it with this one. You can put the Super NES on this.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how you have to switch controllers, don't you?
No, using the same controllers. Just got to get some software and.
Because the controllers look like this, and I know the Super NES controllers have like buttons up here, 2 extra buttons right here. I think that's it. 6 extra buttons.
What you decide about this evening, buddy?
We're still going fishing.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna go and get something to eat. But I'll probably be chilling in the live anyway, so I'll probably catch you later on.
All right, have a good one, Adam.
And now you're making me hungry.
Catch you later, lads.
Hey.
Yeah, it still works with that one, and then of course they're wired, but you can. I've got another friend. He's in the Air Force. Went over his house. He's got the one like you got. He went inside it and added something to the board, and he ended up using a wireless controller. So it can be done.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be. This thing has got to be like powerful enough to play Super. I mean, it's just a board, some type of extension to it.
Yeah.
Know enough about electronics, you can do pretty much about anything to them. Especially if you can get the design of it and figure out where to put something if you need it to.
Chris is still there watching, cutting jalapeno peppers.
Yeah, she's on her pepper deal now.
Yeah.
Did you see her garden, Batum?
No.
Man, she sent me some pictures. She's got a heck of a garden.
You're right, Land Shark. That's what it is. Single board, cookie storage, midday plate starter. So she's got a pretty good garden, huh?
Oh, man, it's a pretty thing. But that's the reason she's been canning so many beans and everything.
Now, we still got our, I've got a bunch of grapevines, so we'll be doing a lot of jelly. And Concord grapes are what we have. So we'll probably, I don't know, we may have about 35, 45 quart jars of grape jelly.
Really?
Yeah. But Mrs. Commander, she'll put them down in those little pint jars. So it'll be a lot of grape, and it's good. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I'll have to find those pictures sometime, Chrissy, and show them. It's a real pretty garden, though, man.
Not including 300 plus plants, not including 2 rows of beans. Wow. Okay.
A lot of plants.
Yeah.
I like jalapeno peppers. That's like, man, I like that. I need to make my own jalapeno peppers one day. Buy some of those and just make them all jalapeno. But they get too spicy. I can't handle them. I don't know. I'm just telling you. I used to be able to eat spicy all day long. I used to eat a jar of freaking jalapenos a week, but now I think I got something wrong with my stomach. Where if I eat them, I just I don't want to tell you the aftermath, but it's not pleasant.
I can't eat any of that stuff. I don't see how hot sauce Tim and anything.
I mean, it doesn't.
does it.
It doesn't bother me like it doesn't make me hot or bother me there. It's just more or less the other way around. It just makes my whole stomach messed up now. Like makes my stomach hurt every time I eat a whole bunch of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish maybe if I got some. And my dad was saying maybe you got an ulcer. I think it could just be I just need some ulcer medication.
I get heartburn over anything, man.
It doesn't really give me heartburn. One thing that gives me heartburn is if I eat a lot of spaghetti or really something like that, like a lot of.
What's the longest that YouTube lets you go live stream?
You after about 11 hours and 55 minutes and 1 second, anything after that it'll save the previous for a while. And so once you end the stream, you'll only be able to see until it finishes processing it. You'll only be able to see the last 2 hours and then it'll re-encode it and you only get like 11 hours 55 minutes and 1 second. And then that's it. That's all it'll save. So if you go longer than that, since the requirements for monetization it has to be viewable content and advertiser friendly, I think, on top of that. So you'll lose a lot of watch hours if it gets detected as not advertiser friendly.
Okay.
Really?
At least that's what I think. But I mean, I do know that it has to be on viewable content. Like you can't have it a private or unlisted. Stuff like that.
Land Shark's saying 8 hours.
No, you can go on your phone. I think they limit you to 8 hours because of something. But on Streamlabs, I can go 12. I can go 24 hours, but it'll only save 11 hours, 55 minutes, and 1 second. Because you can see them on my stream. I've got multiple 11-hour, 55 minutes.
Wow.
I ended it I forgot that I didn't actually start the stream. I did it through OBS, and a couple times I was a little shy of that, and I went over and it cut me right off at that 11:55:01.
I know you're on all the time, man.
Yeah, Catfish. I just went and got you talked about hard drives a little bit earlier. I got a Western Digital hard drive there at Walmart. I think it's $94.
That's a good deal.
4 terabytes. So that ought to hold quite a few video for a little while.
That'll hold a lot of stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to get me one of them.
I don't remember how big this one is. I haven't plugged it in forever.
I got one that's 1 terabyte, and I've got all our old pictures and everything stored on it, and I about got it full.
I did find out with Seagate, I do not like Seagate. I've always had.
Oh yeah, they go bad really quick.
They're bad real
Western
quick.
Western Digitals are reliable, but I've had them go out, and I like Toshiba, but Toshiba went out of business.
Yeah, they did. The Seagate, sometimes they run seems like a better deal, a better pricing, but when you take, I'll just use this as an example as a hard drive. When you get your hard drive and say it's like 90 to 95% full or 90, I've had 10 that was 90% full of 1 terabyte. And when they got 90% full, they crashed.
Is that right?
And I sent a couple off and tried to recover myself. I used all kinds of software I could. The training I've had, I'm a computer tech as well, but I could not get it. So I sent it off. That cost money, for somebody else to try to do that. Yeah. And they couldn't get it. Oh yeah.
I think I got enough hard drives.
Yeah, I see it.
So on that,
that's not even half as many as I got. I collect them.
Do what, Catfish?
So on that, a man that really needs to be back up on them to have at least 2 copies, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had never thought about that going bad on me. Man, I'd hate to lose everything on it.
Yeah, and normally, if you get something about 90 Toshiba, get something about 90% full anyways, you need to consider doing something, because it slows down, hard to add more stuff to it, and you just need to, get you another one.
Yeah, if you were the best thing you can do with a really large hard drive is don't use a. Well, you could defrag it too to help save some of the mechanisms, like keep it contiguous so it's not freaking, the hard drive needle isn't going like freaking crazy, and that'll speed up the life of that'll help the life of your drive in the long run if you're using the files. Because if you want you to delete a whole bunch of stuff, try not to delete anything until you absolutely have to, and try not to put anything on there you don't plan on keeping for it. I mean, use another drive for stuff that you're just temporarily saving, or partition it. Partition your drive so that you have temporary stuff on one end of it and the stuff you plan on saving permanently on the other end of it. That'll help keep everything contiguous. And there's other more efficient file systems too that you can use, like the Linux ext3 or the ext4. I mean, that are way more efficient on backing up your data, and you can use Linux to utilize that. And it works a lot more efficiently backing it up.
Adam uses a portable Western Digital Passport, and Landshark. He's moved to SSD. I have as well. But
I got a lot of SSDs. I got like 3 or 4 of them. I plug them up. I have them connected to my PS4 and my Xbox, and it speeds up gameplay. And I'm using an Intel Speed Demon. It's called the Speed Demon. It's really old. It's like almost 3 years old now. And the one on my laptop's like, damn, I'm almost think the warranty's out on them. But they say that the life is only 80%. It has a life meter on the what do you call that? The firmware thing or the utility? Yeah. But I've already written like 200 terabytes to it.
Wow.
Something like that. 20 terabytes. It's a lot. So, and the Samsung, I think this one had a 5-year warranty too. Yeah, solid state is the way to go when it comes to but they don't have no signs of going out though. That's the only bad part about a solid state. They just go boom.
When they go, they go.
There's no way of recovering crap on them unless you pay a fortune.
Dang, I'm sitting here thinking I was safe with all that, and that's got me concerned.
With a solid state drive, it's a lot. It's like Catfish Terry. A solid state drive looks like maybe something like this, a little bit bigger, and then whereas your regular internal drive would be like this or smaller. Yeah, and the solid state's going to cost a little bit more. Prices are coming down, but this is what he's talking about. It's basically like computer chip versus there you go. Computer chip base with some more chips versus something like this that has a cylindrical wheel that goes around and around and writes the data on it. The old kind will last a little bit longer than this, yes or no, because
I use those don't last very long. I mean, but they do last a lot longer when they're holding the longevity of them, I heard.
Yeah. So you're okay there, Catfish. I got the Western Digital there at Walmart, $94, 4 terabytes. That's good for saving these YouTube videos. So,
you get some of these things too.
Past and everything. I just don't want to lose any of that. So.
Yeah.
But,
that's what I've been utilizing just to
copies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to check out some other things there. Them headphones, I think those headphones are very interesting. I think.
Look, they actually fold up, and it comes with a case. I wonder where I put it. It comes with a cool little case too that I can put them in. They fold up like this.
You say that's on Amazon?
He said it's $15 or $20. I don't remember. $15 or $20 on it.
It was. I think they're $20 now. They might have went up since they're such in high demand now. I guess because they're really good. but they were only $15 when I first bought them when they first came out on Amazon.
Is that it's Amazon?
Yeah, they're called. You search for iCross Bluetooth headphones. I think they even got a newer, updated model. But these are old, and I've had them for freaking ever, and they're good. If I ever buy another Bluetooth headset, it'll be another one of these.
Yeah.
Chrissy said we've had her lost, which I stay lost.
See, I got this. This is like my major backup drive, but I haven't utilized it. I mean, it's a Western Digital, but it's like it was my major backup drive, and I haven't plugged it in forever. It's just supposed to back up all the other drives that I had for my family and the photos, everything. So, dang, I mean, it's
That's the same thing about going with cameras. You know, you can you've got the small action cameras, Catfish Terry, or which we use that one, or you can go with a little. Not too many people are familiar with these anymore. Little camcorders.
Yeah.
And then what we was always used to though was the better grade.
yeah, no, that's a fancy camera right there.
That was
Fancy.
That was 3,500 at one time, and this one does really close to it. It's a Canon something 800. Gave like $200 for it, and you're doing HD video. And whereas an action camera, this one's a little cheaper one. It's an Akaso. It says 4,000 or 4K video, but the 4K video comes out. It's in slow motion. So we set it on 2.4. It's HD quality. There's no fuzzy pixels, but it's amazing the technology that is coming out.
I know that.
I can't get the 4K to work on mine either very well.
First VHS camera we had gave $1,000 for it, a Sony.
Oh yeah.
Unreal.
See,
Seagate. I don't know. Seagate has been like Seagate bought out, or no, wait. I think Toshiba bought out Seagate at one point, or was it the other way around? Seagate bought out somebody.
How you doing, buddy?
that's the other way around. It's Seagate, I believe.
I do know that. See, there's another one that I have. I think it's called ScanDisk.
We rattled
I
back.
like that one. There's a ScanDisk drive that I bought for somebody else that I don't know where I put it.
Oh yeah,
Hey, Rattle Trap, come on in here, man.
ScanDisk is a decent brand too.
Yeah.
I don't know where my other freaking drive went.
Go in the comments and click on the link, Rattle Trap, and come on in here.
Rattle Trap, we always miss each other, man.
I like these ones too. I like the the 3.0 little flash drives too. Like they come in handy for backing up. Like, but 4K video, it still takes forever to copy a 4K. Like, because there's so like a 10-minute video on a 4K camera is like huge.
I tell you one thing I've learned, man, is that little SD disc.
Yes.
Those things go out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've had
A lot of rights to
them
them.
to go bad on me out filming and everything.
Now, what kind of brand are you using? Because I know ScanDisk works decently. I haven't had very many of them go out. PNY works really good. But I know if you buy some like generic off-the-name flash drive from like Amazon, because they got a lot of fake ones out there that they go into the chip and they'll fake them out. Let's say it's a 32 gig or a 64 gig or 128 gig, and it doesn't have that much.
Yeah.
And so you'll think that your drive's dead, and it's not. It just doesn't have
Well, my problem is I get home to download my video and it'll say corrupted and something, and I lose my video I made.
gonna focus. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
64 gig flash drive, about the size of my thumbnail.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy how small.
I tell you what, how about this? If I can do it, I don't know if I can. This is the SanDisk Extreme 64 gig.
I get what I use this now.
Well, I use the Extreme, Catfish Terry.
Extreme.
The SanDisk Extreme to go on this action camera. I've not had no problems with it at all.
All right.
I don't know where. Oh, I know where to go. My flash drive there. I don't even use them anymore. I could probably sell some of these freaking flash drives. I mean, I just haven't. I got all these I've been collecting from, like, oh, I only got the SanDisk Plus, 64 gig.
Yeah.
Not the Extreme.
Okay.
I got it for my MP3 player, then it got, I don't know, it stopped working right for me.
Catfish Terry, you might take some of those. You talk about the card going bad. Take your card. Have you tried to download it into a video editing software? You might be able to save your video that way.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But man, I had a couple good fishing ones where I caught some good fish and got home and it said corrupted.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it. You gotta wait a long time before you take it out because it does take a long time to write to those. And if you take it out before it finishes fully writing it, it'll destroy the file.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, and then if it does get corrupted, you want to like reformat the drive and try reusing it, or even run like a check disk on it, like a read through and a write through, like just zeros and ones, just to make sure it's all like can be writable to. And a lot of times they have like a little bit of extra memory in the circuitry. I don't know about these cards, but I do know when like on a lot of these like flash drives, they have like a little extra like flags on the dead parts that it won't work to them, it won't write to them. But if it doesn't have that, then you have to put it in the file system to mark them as bad. Windows does that automatically, but I don't know where my other ones went. Maybe I gave them away.
Catfish Terry, you started out with just saying hello, went to talk about fishing. Now we're in talked about the aliens getting out, and now we're into tech.
I know, man.
Now we're showing off our flash drives.
We're everywhere, man.
We're flashing everybody with our flash discs.
Our family's fishing's back.
Hey, Carver family, what did you ever decide this evening, buddy?
I thought a friend of mine gave me one that was like really big, and I thought it was huge. And I was like, well, I'll never use that. And I'm trying to figure out where I put it. That thing had to have been expensive. It's like a 128 gig flash drive. It was a while ago, though. I know they got a 256 out now. Micro SD card.
So at SanDisk Extreme supposed to be a lot better than Commander.
Yeah, they're a lot faster write speeds. So the only thing difference is, I mean, if your camera cannot doesn't have enough buffering, that's another thing that can go wrong. Like if your camera doesn't have a big enough buffer, like temporary memory, you're basically going to it's not going to be able to write to the disk in time before the buffer runs out, and then the file won't write correctly. So, I mean, it really does have to, your camera, you've got to read the direct, it'll specify a certain write speed that you have to meet for it to write. So you just can't just throw any flash card into some of those 4K cameras and expect it to work right. Because it's got to be able to have a big enough buffer to write at the right speed, because otherwise it's just going to start chopping out.
Where you at, Carver family fishing?
You on lunch, buddy?
Jump in for a minute.
You're not on lunch?
I'm on lunch now. So I'm walking through the store trying to figure out these.
So look there. The science project is a go, Catfish. It works.
Yeah. It sure will, man.
I don't know. That kind of bums me out. That was a big freaking one. I don't know where I went.
It's pretty neat.
You're in the frozen food section.
Yeah, he's going to be going out in the door section.
I know. I'm in the.
Like I say, don't get fired over it, buddy. Y'all can't come back home.
I'm eating. I'm on lunch.
He's on lunch.
Oh, you are on lunch?
Yeah.
You walking around like you sneaking around, man.
I see it. I see it, Premier. Yeah.
No, but it's one of the little. It's a flash reader, but this is a 100 and it's an Ultra Plus though. It's not the Elite, so it's slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good for like take with you and have whatever. You just back anything up on it, but it takes forever to write to it. I know that.
Hey, Carver family, he's gone.
He comes and goes more than anybody I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I collected a lot of flash drives over the years just because people give them to me. They don't need them. They have a broken phone. I pull them out of the broken phones.
Yeah.
Carver family said he had to get off there at Catfish.
I'll drop down 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to work on getting him a new phone too. He's got the older iPhone, and I think they're starting to work on his battery like they did mine.
That's why I haven't updated my iOS, and my battery still lasts for a good 10, maybe 7 hours, and it's like 4 years old. I don't know,
Really?
pretty old. And I just haven't. I just keep denying the freaking update. There was only one time I had it jailbroken. It was working fabulous. I was able to do whatever I wanted.
I wonder if you can reprogram those phones back to the old settings or anything.
No, that's what sucks about iPhone, and I'll never go back to it because they're forcing you to update the OS. They're discontinuing apps that I paid for.
Wow.
And that I can't even get anymore, even on the newer OS. They don't even make them. They just got rid of them. And there's no reason, no explanation. Just, nope, they're not on my cloud anymore. So I'm a little irritated about that. And, and then when Steve Jobs died, they turned the phone into like a kid phone. Like all the OS looks all corny and weird. And it's like all this. I mean, the features, you can't go back to a classic look like any other normal OS. Like I can go on Windows go back and make it look like XP if I wanted to.
Right.
If I like the way it looked. Not on this. You can't change it. If you don't like the feature, you just want a simple phone, you can't do it. So, but Android, you can. You can make the phone the way you want it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like
went
Android.
back with the iPhone just because I'm used to operating it and everything and didn't want to start something new or anything.
Yeah, they added so much stuff to it, Cap. I mean, you could still work it, but I don't like all the extra stuff. I mean, it's slower. I mean, and all right, some of this stuff I just like, wow, I like the classic look. I like the one where it was like the way it looked before. I was comfortable with it, and now they're adding so much stuff to it. They're making them so freaking bulky. It's like, it's a phone. It's not a tablet. If I wanted a tablet, I'd buy a tablet. I mean, I don't even think they make them this size anymore.
You get older, you got to have them where you can see them.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a case like this. In my case, I can just, it has this little magnet thing, this little piece. Yeah. And then I got a magnet glued to my dashboard of my car, and I could just go click, and it sticks up there. It's perfect.
Catfish, did you see Mickey's back on?
Hey, I heard about that. I ain't got to see her yet.
She's back.
Yeah, I missed her live too. That's awesome that she got her channel back. Yeah. Everybody was mad about that.
That's interesting. Yeah. All right, Catfish, it's that time. I got to get my rod and reels, everything ready. I just got a text, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. We will check back to see if you're in or if you're out. If you're in, we're gonna try to make that call and.
Yeah, check on me. like I say, it's up to Carver's what he's doing or not. But I need to get in here and download this video too that I did this morning and let you see it.
Thanks for bringing us into the club. Thanks
Hey,
for.
I've enjoyed it, y'all.
I've enjoyed the live stream. Good talking with you, Premier, and everybody.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting everybody. And Chrissy, everybody, hope you have a great day. I got to go get the boat, load everything up. We're going fishing. Until then, we'll see you later.
I appreciate you being in here, buddy. But like I say, everybody, I got a fishing video this morning I need to get uploaded and everything. So
yeah, you better hurry up and get that done. So
yeah,
I want to see it.
We'll see you.
But I'm gonna get off here myself, Chrissy, Rattle Trap, and everybody. And like I say, I'll have this video coming up shortly.
All right.
Premier, I appreciate you hanging in the room with us, man.
Yeah, no problem. It's been fun. It's nice to get to know people. It's nice to get on the panel and get to know who you're watching. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man. Talking back and forth, and we just got to get Chrissy and Rattle Trap and all of them in here with us.
Rattle Trap's got to get his butt up here, man. Next time. I'll see. I'll be watching. I might not come up, but I'll be watching.
All right, y'all. I appreciate it, Chrissy. Everybody, I'm gonna get off here and get a video uploaded. Rattle
All right,
Trap.
I'll be looking for it later. Rattle Trap, Adam Brown, Bait 'em boys.
I appreciate everybody though.
Everybody. Same here.
All right, we'll see. I'll be seeing you around, Premier.
Are you sure you will?
Yeah. All right, y'all take care. Chrissy, don't worry about the camera. I'll see y'all a little bit later.